All right, there we are. Oh no, I just realized we're wearing like basically matching shirts. I'm embarrassed.
Really?
I
I have a
better
feeling that
I better
yours does
go
not
change.
say Rheingeist Brewery on it, though.
No, it doesn't. My shirt says
In
nothing.
orange. I got the orange highlights on mine. You will also have to. You can't see him back there, but my son is in the far back there on my work PC that I've like logged in his Windows account so that he can play while my daughter is playing on the PC, my old PC upstairs, and because they need to play that grow a garden game on Roblox. So have I talked about this on the stream before?
No, is this like the new Roblox hotness?
Yeah, well, apparently it was made in 3 days, but it was breaking records, like the amount of people that were online playing it.
Oh,
At one point, there was more people online on Roblox playing this than the entirety of Steam.
wow.
There's like over 30 million people playing at one time.
Wow. I mean, does that, I mean, I was going to say, does that beat any like singular game or any record from Steam's past? But it's hard to imagine 30 million people. I mean, that's like, I don't think like if GTA 6 were coming to PC day one, which it isn't, but like, I can't imagine even something of that scale topping 30 million. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. Like more people just playing that one game than were logged on to Steam. Period.
Wow.
For everything.
Yeah, I mean Roblox is like a whole world apart, right? That's like sometimes like my part of the world just doesn't hear about it no matter how big it is, right?
Yeah, and apparently this game was made in 3 days.
Wow. So someone is like already set for like generations of their family. Or however that's monetized. Like I don't know
how much it can be monetized.
You know, I mean, there's like
some stuff in there, but
there's like the whole controversy, and I don't even know. I don't really understand it, but like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, like Roblox is child labor and stuff because like you can like kids can create the games and they, you know, you can make money off them. I guess.
Yeah, they can make things cost money in them, and Roblox takes a portion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even if I read everything about it, like I'm not even sure I'm smart enough to like form an opinion on like, does this constitute anything wrong? I don't even know, but like, you know, back in the day, like if we had those kind of tools to make our own games, like we would be doing it because we want to do it, not because we're like being forced to make stuff. Like we would just want to do it because it's fun, and I imagine that's why most kids are doing it. But I guess there's always the possibility of, you know, I guess there's the possibility of it being abused by people who aren't the kids making it, but you know, I just don't have a full-fledged information on that at all.
If Roblox is taking a portion of that money, like how much are those kids making though, I wonder? I mean, they're probably like, if a game is making a ton of money, those kids are still probably making money.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not a kid who's making it. We're getting inside info.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty popular Roblox.
Pretty popular, huh? Okay.
He bought the game from a kid who was making it. Okay, he's apparently this Roblox quote unquote developer is really good at finding out what games other kids are making and then buying them from them.
Oh.
Yeah, before they get super popular. That sounds. I mean, I wonder if he's giving those kids money after the fact.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
super popular.
That sounds kind of bad. Sounds kind of bad.
Oh. He lets them be admins in the game. Okay, well, that's interesting. 30 million people. Oh, did something happen, or is it just me?
No, I think
Oh, yeah, I was just
we're good.
spinning there. So Marsupilami, I see that we have Buddy Boy's 600 Alt, the Marsupilami master of YouTube, is apparently going to be dropping facts.
Oh, okay.
Has been playing Marsupilami since 1992.
Wow. I mean, there is like a Sega Genesis and maybe a Game Gear. I'm not sure. Marsupilami game. I mean, I remember Marsupilami back in the day. From I seen ads for a cartoon Marsupilami. I believe this is a Europe.
And
I believe it's a
like,
European comic originally, if I'm not mistaken.
It is fun of a word that Marsupilami is to say. I'd have to say that Hoobadventure is better.
Sure. I think Hooba is just like his like Pokemon-esque cry,
Yeah, he says Hooba.
Hooba, yeah. So it's the Hoobadventure. I played this at your house and you're like, or I just saw it on your shelf and I'm like, oh, Marsupilami.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just remembered it from seeing it advertised as some cartoon version of it. Like I say, I think it's a European comic, but I remember seeing it advertised, but I never watched it. I was just familiar with it as a concept. But when you told me, like, oh, I think you'd like that, it's like Donkey Kong Country, I'm like, oh, well, let me play that. And I played like half of the first world, and I immediately bought it. Now, this is, I was actually intending to stream it like really soon after that last trip up to your place, but I guess I put it off till now. I decided to play it tonight because, I don't want to get into anything too big, and it sounds like this is short enough that I could possibly finish it tonight. That might be a stretch, but I could probably like finish it without like a lot of effort afterward. But as I boot this up, I want to test something because I feel like I may have heard that this could have been fixed or changed or something. But as you can see here, as you can see from the thumbnail, I have a PS4 copy. There's no physical PS5 copy to my knowledge. So as you can see here, the PS4 version is installed to my PS5, and I've got the free upgrade for the PS5 version installed. But you saw that, or you just discovered it, like I think by accident, that if you have redeemed the PS5 upgrade on the PlayStation Store, for some reason that also gives you a license to just play the PS4 version without the disc.
Yeah, and it may have been fixed.
It may have been fixed. I tried it when I first got the game and it did work. I'm going to try. I'm going to pop out the disc and we're going to see what happens.
He's popping it out. Locking it and popping it.
All right. See, I got it right here. For some reason, I feel like I heard it was fixed, or maybe someone just said maybe. Well, nope. There it is. Look, I'm playing Marsupilami PS4 version
without a disc, so it still works. I guess.
Yeah.
It's not been fixed.
Not been fixed. So yeah, you can literally go like get this disc, redeem the upgrade, give it to a friend, and still play the PS4 version.
And they can do the same thing.
Yeah. Which is like, I mean, I'm not encouraging this, but it's fascinating, right?
It is fascinating.
It's super fascinating.
I have no idea how well it's sold, because I feel like you paid a little bit more, but because I don't think it was
right. It wasn't on Amazon anymore.
Right.
I found a used copy. I found a used copy on eBay.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know, like maybe a little over $20. But you said the only reason you even got it was because it was like super cheap on Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was like $50.
I don't actually want to play the PS4 version. We may as well get the benefits of the PS5. So I'm going, put the disc back in.
Yeah. I do want to note that Felipe 2K5 had a 10 Riel super chat. Thank you. Saying, hello, good evening. LRG, Limit Run Games, is bad for consumers and developers. They banned PlayAsia from selling the new Shinobi and are ruining the launch of the incredible Eartheon. Game preservation, right.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about the Shinobi situation. I don't know if that's just speculation. I mean, I've literally not heard about that till just now. I don't know if that's just speculation. One thing I will say, and I've talked about this in our Discord before, you know, limited run games is very much not perfect. Very much not perfect. They can be frustrating as heck. But I will also say, you know, and everyone's free to form their own opinion, but Coury and I have seen like enough of the inside of limited run and, you know enough of the people and know enough of the circumstances to say that, like, you know, these like expose, you know, video essays and whatever that make the rounds, like some of it has a seed of truth, and like I know for certain a lot of it is not true, or, you know, extraordinarily out of context. So, you know, they are not perfect, but, you know, I don't think that people should be taking that stuff at face value, you know, so.
But stuff, I mean,
but that said, I mean, they do a lot of things that are pretty annoying, you know, so. And I mean that's without a doubt, you know, but I don't think that people, all I'm saying is if
most publishers and developers are doing a lot of annoying stuff these days. I mean, I think that once you get to a certain size, it's impossible not to do things.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the famous, you know, Dark Knight, you know, stick around long enough to become the villain, right?
Yes.
You know, but I mean, obviously people, you know, have many very valid reasons to be frustrated with limited run, but all I am saying is that if your only basis of being like, oh, I am done with limited run, are these like video essays that are out there, like take almost everything in those with a grain of salt, because, like, you know, as someone who has, you know, both of us have seen the inside plenty of times, know the people well, see how things operate at the office, like it is not what it's made out to be. It's flawed for sure. They step on the rake like every week and do all these crazy things that is just like,
I mean, you've definitely seen a lot more. I feel like I've only been there like 3 times.
Yeah, like I mean, because I'm in relative proximity to them. I've been several times, and, you know, have you know, I mean, I've done freelance work with them, you know, so. Right. But
I am curious though, what they're doing to ruin the launch of Eartheon.
No, I mean, I haven't.
As far as I know, like, is it just because it's on Steam first?
Or
is it because
I don't know.
The Genesis version is like going to be a long time off, but that's more like Yuzo Koshiro.
Or is there like
make sure that all of the bugs were worked out for the cartridge release that could not be fixed later on. I am super happy that they're doing that. And now, you know, and if people want to play it on Genesis now, like they can do that, because, you know, like they've figured out how to unzip the ROM files that are in the Steam version, and they work on EverDrives and Misters. So if you want to play it on Genesis now, you absolutely can. You can find it on archive.org. If you do that, you should just buy the Steam version, just to, like, you know, to support the work that Yuzo Koshiro has put into the game.
I mean, I've played most of it. It's incredible. It's really
a great game. It lives up to every aspect of the hype. And what I think is funny, I was talking to Joe Redifer about it the other day, about how I feel that of all of the aftermarket Genesis games that have been made, this one, for obvious reasons, feels the most authentic.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I've seen John say it several times, like, it's rare that people who actually worked on the hardware back in the day are doing something new to this scale.
Oh, the ROM was specifically protected. It's funny because, you know, I was talking to Joe about it. He's like, I wish there was a way that I could play this on my Sega Genesis. And that night, I was like, oh, he's like, there's a game.bin file in there. And I'm like, oh yeah, I heard that I think that it's a bit older, or not. I'm not older. It's like, oh, it's a bit bigger than it should be. And I said, if it's possible to do it, people will have it figured out in a week. And like, they literally figured it out like less than 24 hours.
And I imagine
I feel like I gave them like I was a little bit too generous.
I imagine that might not be entirely unintentional either.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I bought it on Steam, and I will buy the Switch version, and I will buy the cartridge version. I will buy the game 3 times, just because, you know, like I want it to be worth the effort that he put into it. You know, I think that, you know, it's a great game, but it's certainly a labor of love.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the things they're doing visually in that game are spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just, you know, it totally lives up to the expectations, and is just in general like a really, really, really good game.
Yeah.
And it's doing a lot of interesting stuff for just, you know, a shooter. Between that and the upcoming Salamander 3, which, you know, like I'm very excited to play that too. Especially more so after Digital Foundry's video on it today.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Gradius Origins collection, but yeah, I'm excited for that too. But Eartheon is definitely more like up my alley. You know, I like I don't know. I just really like Genesis shooters.
Yeah.
I did all last week.
I have something of a soft spot for Life Force, which, you know, obviously Salamander is quite connected to, because like that was like the first shmup I ever beat. And, you know, I'm still like to this day, like not the biggest shmup guy, but I know you hate that term.
Yeah, I know.
Shooting game.
What you should do sometime is get Gate of Thunder, which is like definitely in my top 5 favorite shooters of all time.
I mean, it's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Probably at this point, yeah. But I still think that it's kind of it's a very good entry level.
Is it Gate of Thunder or Lords of Thunder or both that has a like a free demo disc or something, or like it's like a multi-game disc that came with the Turbo CD or something?
Yeah, that's Gate of Thunder.
Okay,
that's the one I was talking about, because it has Bonk's Adventure, Bonk's Revenge, and Bomberman on it.
Yeah, is it just like is it just on a sleeve? I feel like I've seen it at a convention before.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, if you. No, it's not in a sleeve. It's in a case, but it has no back on the case. It has no back cover art, and therefore like no spine information.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a template that has one made. Actually, it's Joe from GameSack made it, and when you read it, what it says on the back, it's like the most GameSack thing ever. And I'm gonna grab it so I can read it.
So as you all can see,
then I will get to Jonathan Hinson's super chat. But okay, so he made this back of it here.
This is for what?
For the Gate of Thunder release, that also has Bonk's Adventure, Bonk's Revenge, and Bomberman on it.
Okay.
So it's real small. I don't have my. I have to get my reading glasses out for this.
Oh boy! Here comes 10 years older Coury morphing before our eyes.
Wait, no, hang on. I got to actually get my other. These are like my more long distance.
Those are your morning reading glasses. Got to have something a little different for your evening reading glasses. So yes, as I was saying, this is yet another Donkey Kong Country inspired game that plays more like Donkey Kong Country than Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like incredible or anything, but it's pretty fun, right?
It says,
Look at
the
that.
top of it says, get it. When I read this, you'll absolutely be able to hear it in Joe's voice.
Okay.
Gate of Thunder has the arcade feel. It's great and very intense. It's your job to stop the enemy. They're not even human. But you must put an end to their master plan. Every other shooter doesn't even compare. Blast through 7 levels or so of great shoot-'em-up action. Fantastic. It features parallax scrolling and other silly nonsense like that. Hell yeah, it'll blow you away. And then at the bottom for each game it says this is a 3-in-1 disc. So extra games are included. If you like playing some Bonk's Adventure, oh yeah, go right ahead because it's included on this awesome CD. Also included is the sequel, Bonk's Revenge, featuring slightly improved graphics, gameplay, and Bonk is back and ready for action. Hooray.
I mean, I don't know.
Wait, hang on. There's a super secret game on this disc that you're not supposed to know about, so don't tell anyone. If you are in the game select screen, just happen to randomly press up, right, down, left, and then button 2, you'll be taken to the hidden game, Bomberman. It features parallax scrolling and other silly nonsense like that.
Bomberman? Why is Bomberman need parallax scrolling?
No, I was just saying that's what he said.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe if I actually heard it in Joe's voice, I would be more convinced it's the most game sack thing ever. But I really feel like he needed to refer to like the platform that it's on as exciting. the exciting TurboGrafx CD system.
Okay, so there was $5 from Jonathan Hinson. Thank you. Saying all these retro-inspired games are too samey and boring. Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, Eartheon. Hold my beer. I see. I've only played the demo on Steam for Ninja Gaiden, and of course it was excellent. Shinobi demo.
Is the demo only on Steam? I didn't know there was a demo at all.
Yeah, weirdly. I mean, it's like almost a month ago.
I mean, I had no idea it was coming out last week. Because like the digital version's not coming out until the physical's not coming out until September, and
right.
Although I did swap my pre-order from Switch to PS5 because apparently the Switch version even on Switch 2 is like 30 FPS.
Yeah. I mean, people are saying that you're really loud.
Why can my audio not be consistent lately?
No. I played the demo of Shinobi. And
is it just
really
one
good.
person saying I'm too loud, or?
Well, people were saying that you're a lot loud. Saying that Zane's dad was saying that I'm a lot quieter than you today.
Really? So I actually did. I mean, maybe people just need to turn things down a little because I did turn Coury down a little just because I thought he sounded loud to me. But maybe I'll restore you to what you were. Now let's see how does Coury sound now? What is it?
How do I sound?
I don't know. That sounded a little.
They're saying that you're a lot louder. That you're too loud and I'm too low.
Why are these things just changing randomly? Because like, remember I was having that problem, and I've been using the microphone like a different slot for several weeks and haven't touched anything. Just seems like it's inconsistent. Maybe this mixer's on the fritz. Anyway, I'll turn these down just a little. All right. I mean, we all know I get a little loud.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
is this better? I mean, look, maybe I should turn
Hopefully
myself down
better. Dimensium in the chat is saying something interesting. I hadn't heard this. Saying the Switch version of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound runs at 60 FPS internally, but has a 30 FPS presentation, which apparently was implemented very poorly, making the game come off awkward. And I wonder if they will.
Why can't I roll?
I wonder if they will fix that, like in the physical release, like the patch will be on the physical release. You know, like if they just say, oh, you know what, for the Switch version, let's just unlock it, and we'll just do that, make that like the patch, like then put that patch on the cartridge.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on.
But those cartridges are probably already in production.
For some reason, I can't roll anymore all of a sudden. I have no idea what's going on.
It's because you turned your volume down.
Yeah.
But did you play the Shinobi demo?
I did. I mean, I didn't play that much of it. I don't know. John the square button is just not working at all in general anymore. The square button has just stopped working. What the heck? Here, let me turn off the control. That's really weird.
I wonder if am I sending you the right microphone? Let me see. Make sure I'm not sending you.
I mean, you sound like you're on the. I mean, you sound good.
It's not I'm speaking in a large room.
You? Oh, well, probably because. Well, yeah, that's because they're getting feedback from the speakers. But that was why I turned you down, because I thought you sounded loud. I thought you sounded too loud.
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's echoey, but.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's just picking up on your.
That always happens to some extent, just because of the nature of how things are in here. Okay,
yeah.
Can I? What the heck is going on?
It's still not working?
Yeah, the square button is just not working.
It's a new challenge mode implemented by the PS5 itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it could be working in the menu. I'm assuming it's an issue. I'm assuming it's a game glitch.
I love the idea that
I literally can't.
I want to make the game more hard for you.
I couldn't mash what is going on? I mean, this is my the 30th anniversary DualSense. I hope nothing's wrong with it. I hope it's just the game. Let's see if
you have another one on hand that you could just try.
Well, sure, but hang on, I'm not going to click. I'm going to make sure that
restart the system.
I don't think it
should restart the system.
Well, no, I'm going to restart the game.
Okay. We'll talk about the Shinobi in just a minute, but there was also $5 from Cade the Squirrel.
Thank you.
Saying, was thinking of using HDMI to S video converter to add HDMI to my 15 kilohertz CRT TV. Maybe experimenting with running emulators at high resolution on PC through an HDMI super sampling to 480i on my TV. You tried anything like that? I have not with games. I mean, I've sent stuff from like my Apple TV to a CRT using, not to S video, but it was to component. It was HDMI to component that I did. It's just like it's just hard to get the aspect ratio right. You can't do that with a lot of those downscalers.
All right, square button's working.
That's the main issue. But I've done it with my Apple TV because I wanted to record like what looks like I wanted to record a music video off of a CRT using a camera. That was done. If anyone ever recalls the episode of DF Retro, the Road Rash episode that I worked with John on that one, and that is I'm like enamored by the soft look of this level. It almost looks like it's being run through
there's like definitely a filter on it.
Yeah.
Do things sound better? Am I still? I've turned down the trim on that quite a bit, and my levels still look like way higher than normal. I have no idea what's going on. I
in the GBSC downscale video, but I did it with my Apple TV because for that Road Rash video, I wanted to film some of Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun video off of a CRT. So that's in that.
Always a good way to try to get stuff to not get claimed as well.
Yes, yeah. Especially if you're filming it off of a screen, right?
Yeah. Okay. Does the balance sound better now? I have no. I mean, I didn't touch anything. Like, I don't know. Things just have been really inconsistent with audio lately, even though I don't touch anything. Don't get it.
Yeah. But the controller's working, right?
Yeah. All it was resetting the game. I wonder if it was because I think I was like changing the settings on the mixer, and I left him like hanging on one of those blue rings for a really long time. And maybe, I mean, that's something you wouldn't normally do, right? Maybe that
is making
that
it so that your
glitch.
square button wasn't doing.
I mean, you know, a glitch isn't supposed to make sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just pulling that out of my butt.
It's like, just don't hang on to something too long, or else your square button will stop working.
Yep.
Anyways, what were you saying about Shinobi?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. John was surprised that I felt this way when I mentioned it to him, but I mean, it looks good and it plays well. It doesn't really feel like Shinobi to me necessarily. I don't know. Like, it's got some things like Shinobi,
because it's
but
like
it's
less throwing. It's more like melee based.
Right, and more.
I mean,
like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like a 2D character action game, right? It's different. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it is different.
It's not like, it doesn't revolve around, you know, throwing shurikens.
Right,
all the time. But that's like except for the only one that wasn't is the 3DS one, which is melee based, like similar to this. And I have a feeling that they probably it felt like they took some inspiration from that.
Yeah. Well, but
it's a very good game.
But anyway, it does seem like it plays really well. I didn't finish the demo, but what surprised John was I said that I thought it looked a lot worse than Lizard Cube's other games. Like, I just didn't think it looked as good as Dragon's Trap or Streets of Rage 4. Like,
well, I think that we're also not seeing very much of it too. So hopefully it does. I only played it on the Switch 2 screen. You know, I just played it and I never finished demos. I only just try it out.
Yeah, that's often the case for me.
Out of curiosity, or so.
But it looks significantly worse on Switch. Like, it's like, I mean, you just play it on the screen, but it's a lot lower resolution on Switch.
Really?
Yeah, and I still actually thought it looked a little blocky, like not blocky, but more aliased on PS5 even than I expected, to be honest. I don't know. I was surprised. I didn't, based on Lizard Cube's previous work, it just didn't look as clean to me as I expected. I mean, it still looks good, but I just thought Dragon's Trap and Streets of Rage 4 looked better. But you know, I'm excited for it. I am glad though that I went with my gut and pre-ordered the PS5 version. Like, I really wanted to play it on Switch because I wanted to use a Genesis controller, but now I see that's really not even viable anyway, because it's very much built around a diamond layout now, you know?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be viable anyway. It would have been not, like, I guess I just imagined it probably would play more like Genesis Shinobi than it does. So in retrospect, PS5 was the better system to buy it for, and it looks a lot better on PS5. Like, it's really low res looking on Switch too. I was surprised. I played on Switch too, but you know, it's a Switch 1 version. Yeah,
I mean that's I still I got that on the PS5 also. I pre-ordered Eartheon on the Switch because I just felt like that would be fine. And if I do want to play the game in 4K, you know, I'll just play the Genesis version in 4K. Yeah. Anyways, I almost feel like it's gonna be interesting to see what I end up buying on multi-platform in the future, because between the Switch 2 mostly being key cards and PS5 version like generally running better, then I think that almost every single time I'm still gonna end up buying the PS5 version.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like kind of the stance I'm taking right now is if a Switch 2 version from a third party is on a real cartridge. And I even said this in that little short I did on the Adventures of Elliot demo. Like, you know, the Switch 2 version is definitely not perfect, but I feel it is good enough that if they unexpectedly do the right thing and make it a real physical copy, I would rather support that than get the slightly better version on PS5. But otherwise, assuming that they, assuming they just do a key card as Square Enix has done on Switch 2.
It probably will be on a key card. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's just.
I know, but Nintendo.
That's just. They're like, everybody's all in and just doing the key card stuff, whether or not it's going to work out, because it's going to be the only option for them. And so I didn't realize this until I think as Shinjan said it in our Discord, that apparently like the technology, like the smallest size that actually exists is 64 gigs.
Yes.
So like,
yes,
and that's the smallest option. And since they didn't develop the technology, they're kind of, you have to, they're limited to what they can and can't do, because it's not like they can be like, oh,
yeah,
we just didn't think people would have any interest in anything smaller than that.
Yeah, let's.
They just like flat out don't exist or haven't been developed.
Let's start spinning up our own like ROM manufacturing plant. Like that's not happening. Nintendo doesn't make ROMs. Right.
So it comes down to the people who made that, and I wonder if that has anything to do with like this kind of stuff. The surveys that have been going out.
Right. I did the survey. I did the survey.
Yeah, and I wonder if they see that, if they're gonna think, oh, we should take this, or we should we will help them, we will encourage them or help them fund development for smaller cards because people are in this. Because I think that it's going to hurt sales to a certain extent because
absolutely,
at least at the beginning here. I would have absolutely bought like Bravely Default HD on day one. If it wasn't a key card. Just like there's so many things that I did not even consider getting because of the key card stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, there are certainly signs they're aware, but like I said, like I would like to support any publisher that puts out a Switch 2 physical key card by supporting the Switch 2 version. Like I shouldn't have done that. Well, how do I have like 25 lives already? Have I been earning them, or did I just start with a bunch of lives? I have no idea. But yeah, the PS5 version of, Adventures of Elliot, or, basically any other HD 2D game will be better than Switch. But for real physicals, I would plan to support. For example, I before it was so obvious that key cards were going to be so common for third-party games on Switch 2, I was saying like, I think I'm going to get the Switch 2 versions of Digital Eclipse games going forward, because I was playing the PS5 version of Tetris Forever, and there's nothing 4K about it. Like it's clearly like everything is 1080p assets. The install is very small, so I don't think it's really like higher quality video encodes or anything like that.
I mean, it could be. It certainly could be.
Yeah, but it's like base. The install on PS5 is roughly the size is similar-ish in size to like the smallest Switch 1 game cards. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like it's likely tangibly
it'll be
bigger.
So for something like Mortal Kombat,
Well, that's what I was going
like
to
I
get
feel
at.
like there will be less input lag on the PS5 than there will be on a Switch version.
But you can also use like, I mean, I know you're not as big into it as I am, but like you can also use more like era appropriate controllers with the NSO controllers, you know?
Yeah,
it's not like
but
that.
I mean,
that's,
it's just being arcade games, it doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't matter to
doesn't
you,
affect
I
the
guess, but like, but to me, like that is, like that's honestly probably the main reason I would choose a Switch version over a PS5 version is like the controllers that you can use on Switch and Switch 2.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal to me. I really like playing games from certain series with like a controller that feels appropriate, you know?
Yeah.
So
I get that.
And that was why I wanted to get Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden, even though, you know, Ninja Gaiden, I'm sure it's going to be a lot more involved to the point that you couldn't use like an NES controller on it.
Right.
But you know, still I would have liked to have played that with like a Super Nintendo controller or something like that. But you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think I'm going to get. I mean, the input lag isn't even going to like be a factor for me, like with that Mortal Kombat collection. Like I can barely play those games anyway. So
I'm surprised that like interests you as much because there's no story component to those.
Well, sure, there's a story component. It's Digital Eclipse,
but it doesn't have it has no narrative like mode to play.
I don't care about that. Like you don't buy Digital Eclipse games for the games, right? At this point,
Right.
Like the product is the documentary, and I even though I don't, you know, I don't really enjoy playing like the older Mortal Kombat games that much. Like I think I want to know. I want to see, you know.
You'll certainly approach them with a new sense of wonder and interest, probably.
Yeah, well, and I want to see, you know, Eugene
Having played, like,
Jarvis
newer
and Ed Boon and all them like tell their story, like just as a lover of video games, I want to see that the story that Digital Eclipse tells. You know, it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, I've never played Karateka, and I you know, I'm not even in. I don't particularly like cinematic action games from a gameplay standpoint. You know, like all that Llamasoft stuff, I barely even know who Jeff Minter is. But like I'm kind of just in this point where I will buy anything Digital Eclipse does because I want to know the stories that they tell with their documentaries.
Yeah,
I'll buy anything that Night Dive does because they respect the source material so well, even if I'm not familiar with those games back in the day, even if I'm not really a PC gamer, like they have made those games like more accessible to me as, you know, a console fan and a, you know, preferred controller user, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's surprising that I want their Mortal Kombat thing, and I think I'm going to get it on Switch too.
Okay. There you go. You heard it here first.
I almost pre-ordered it, but I didn't do it yet.
Yeah, I'll wait on it.
I really want to get back to Tetris Forever though. I only played the like the first chapter, like you know, like there's like I don't know, like 4 or 5 like main timelines in it. I only played the first.
Right. Yeah, that's the one I probably played the least, honestly. Like I went to like a lot of the new things, and I like that they have a lot of references and stuff to the newer stuff that are not even on there. There's like information about them in there.
Mm.
But so you finished Donkey Kong this week.
I did.
And I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody, but I mean, you feel like you what the things that happen later in the game make you like the game more?
Yes, and it made me wish more of the game had the things that were in the end of the game.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, there's so little I can say without spoiling, but
Yeah.
if you know, you know. And the things that were toward the end of the game, I'm like, man, like, I feel like, even though I really liked the game, I feel like I would have liked it like considerably more if some of the enemies were more similar.
Which, you know, is funny because you only see those enemies once you kill them, essentially.
Yeah, it's really weird. It was the sound effects that did it for me. Like, the sound effects were just mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah. I had a big week for games that I finished.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just talk about the most recent one, which is I finished 2 hours ago, which was Mega Man Legends.
Oh yeah, you were telling me had you like never really played it at all before?
I'd only like had played to get to the town. And yeah, I mean, and that was back when it came out.
I mean, it's so gosh darn charming, right?
It is, but you know, in retrospect, like when I was afterwards, it's just kind of amazing to me that there's nothing about that game that says this is a Mega Man game.
No,
they could literally have any other characters in there, and I think that no one would have ever even known that it was meant to be a Mega Man game at some point.
Right. Mega Man.
And I would not be surprised if it wasn't meant to be a Mega Man game at some point. It was meant to be something else.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's just so charming. I mean, a friend of mine had back in the day. A friend of mine even had Tron Bonne.
Yeah.
Didn't you buy your Mega Man Legends from the first person in the United States to buy a PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Tell that story.
Well, I mean, I don't remember how I ended up getting it, but I feel like it was maybe on Craigslist or something like that, and just ended up being the same kid or same guy who is the first person in the U.S. to buy the PS4.
Yeah, he was like on that like live stream that Sony was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, the midnight launch in New York City. You know, back when you lived in New York.
Yeah, it's just kind of a funny thing, and you know, and it is a greatest hits copy that I probably would not have bought any other way. Probably.
Yeah, it's funny though. But you know what though? Puerto Rico is an hour ahead, and like, you know, you remember Noy from the Back Loggery?
Yeah.
Like I know he got his at a Puerto Rico midnight launch. So.
Well, this was like at the Sony Style Store or something like that. It was like
right.
Sony proper, like the actual store.
But yeah,
which is where that's where I bought my PS3 Slim, because my PS3 Fat died the day that Last of Us came out.
Oh.
And I really was so excited to play it that I had to like rush and get a Slim, and I was like, where can I get one? I was like, I really want to get one of the white ones. And I found that the Sony Style Store had it.
Sony Style.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because that was the second time something like that happened. The first time was when my Xbox 360 Red Ring for the first time. The day that I got home with Halo ODST, Halo 3 ODST, and just really excited to play it.
Yeah.
And Red Ring right there. So I had to go and quickly get an arcade system. You know, the one that didn't come with a hard drive.
Ah.
set that all up. And that's still the one that I have. I still have that one. Because it's like the one that has like the last original style motherboard in it.
Right.
Which is like considered to be pretty good.
I can't remember what I was trying to play when my PS3, yellow light of death. But all I remember was I was
Final Fantasy 13, right?
No, all I remember was I was so glad because I had platinumed Final Fantasy 13 like only a month before.
Yeah.
Because I had put that on the back burner for like, I don't know, maybe a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got back to the Adamantoise grind.
Yeah.
And whew, I dodged
definitely
a bullet
the most
on that.
worthless thing I've ever like spent over 40 hours doing in a video game. It was just for that like last like those was it like the silver ingots or something like that.
Yeah, what
or the platinum ingots.
Whatever they drop, like because I don't think it was because of the specific item, but I think it's because that item was like
used to trade.
It was so valuable. And even though it took so much time and you might not even get one, it was still the fastest way to grind up the money needed to like craft all the weapons. Yeah. I think that was the reason why you fought turtles so much. And you would like save the game each time before you fought a turtle because you needed to have like a full meter of some kind.
Yes. Yeah. Because if you didn't follow like a specific strategy, you couldn't win.
Or right. I mean, I remember it relied heavily on like Vanille's death spell.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but like even as long as it took, like it was still better than just like regular grinding up any other items that you could sell.
Right. Just the idea of doing something like that, like in this day and age now, is like I can't even believe that I did that because that was before kids and everything. So,
I mean, I never.
I'll do that.
I mean, I never 100% Lightning Returns, even though I did 13.2. 13.2 was not nearly the ordeal. Easier. Yeah, 13.2 was a lot easier.
No, it was.
Lightning.
It took time, but it was not just fighting the same enemy over and over again.
Yeah, Lightning Returns. Probably the main reason I didn't do that was because it would require like I assume it would have required additional runs through the game just because of the nature of how that game works. As much as I liked it a lot more than most people did.
But yeah, so Mega Man Legends was very good. I really like that the scope is actually a lot smaller than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very.
I like that it just kind of takes place on that one island, and
just surrounding that one town.
I appreciate that kind of stuff more now, especially because obviously they're just trying to figure out how to make it work.
Right.
Like that first. I'm sure that the second one is has just a lot more areas in it and stuff. A bigger island.
Right.
It's even an island. It's very similar to like how Shenmue was like. Where Shenmue 1 is just like is one town. Mm-hmm. And that's where the whole game takes place.
Yeah. I mean, I really like RPGs and stuff that like focus on like they're just like really focused on like fleshing out a singular location, sort of a singular hub city. I mean, I do like games that have a larger scope as well, of course. And, I've said one of the reasons I'm not as big of a fan of Bravely Default 2 is, it just feels like it takes so much time to like between each city, like it just takes forever. But it's not because I necessarily want all that variety. It's because it's because like that's where the game is headed, and it moves at such a glacial pace, But yeah, Mega Man Legends, like, I mean, what you were saying, like, they were figuring out, and like, That's something that really clicked with me. You know, in the past couple of years, that the reason I like, you know, the early eras of 3D games so much is because, like, not every game is the same, right? Like, this wasn't really a figured out thing. Like, what is, you know, now we've got like best practices of like, you know, here's how you make this kind of game. Here's how you, here's how you do this. How,
I mean, that was
you know,
not really a thing
these
until like PS2 era, I guess.
Even like through the PS2 era, I would say.
Yeah, but you started to see it more in PS2 era.
Right. There was just so much more experimenting about how like how do you interact with this type of game world? How, you know, how does this character do this kind of thing? How, you know, I just, it was very much about how do you just do basic movement? How do you do basic navigation? How do you get this character on top of this structure, that structure? How do they pick up this item? How do they collect this item? How do they, you know, like everyone just had different ideas about how to achieve that. And I think that's, I think that still makes some of those games feel so, that's why Ape Escape, even though I had never played it until only a few years ago, that's why it left such an impact on me, because I'm like, wow, there's like no one makes a game that plays like this anymore. Like no one really made games that played like this even back then. Like it was just a completely unique concept for how a game can control and what kind of actions you can do.
Right.
And like to this day, like there's, other than the other Ape Escape games, there's not a lot like it. So I think by virtue of games just being so different from each other back in the early 3D era, they stand out more, and you can still play them and be like, oh, that's an interesting way to do this. You know, I think a lot of people would look at it and be like, oh, I don't like how it's doing this because I'm not used to it, and that's valid. But I think it's really, I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, the tank controls didn't bother me that much. Although really, the entire game just comes down to like I set it so that the L and R triggers or buttons would make you strafe instead of turning. Like that's how the default is to like. You automatically run sideways. I made it so they were strafing. And I mean, when it comes down to fighting most bosses, it just comes down to like running around them in circles and holding down shoot. Yeah. But that's fine. It was totally fine in that context, and the game was definitely not about like the combat at all.
No.
It was more about
it's a vibes game.
Like, totally. And you know, you just exist in this like little city, and you're in this island, and you're just trying to it's more about exploring. And because the combat is very slow paced, and it's just about exploring and being an explorer, because that's like the whole point of the game.
I mean, it's an interactive anime.
And I feel like the look of it really holds up well. Like I just think that
it's incredible.
Like the solid, like in the facial animation and stuff.
When they turn their head and they have like a different like angle of the mouth relative to like where the camera is positioned. I love how that looks.
I found myself very impressed by it. And this is coming off the heels of a game that I was pretty let down by, which was Crusader Ascenti, which I finished earlier in the week.
Yeah. How long would you say it took you?
I don't know, maybe like eight or 9 hours. Mega Man took me 10 hours and 7 minutes, according to like the last screen. And how long to beat for it said 7.5 hours. But I did a lot of just running around and seeing what I could find.
Yeah.
That is true for Crusader Ascenti, and this is that and it's true for like a lot of old games that are like this, where it's kind of never apparent what you're supposed to do next.
Right.
And really the game kind of suggests just like look around and maybe you'll find something.
Figuring it out is like sometimes part of it. I mean, sometimes it can be obtuse and it's just like, how would I have ever figured that out? But other times, like, you just have to get yourself in the mindset of like, oh, I'm just going to like poke at the edges of this world and see what I figure out. And, you know, eventually you'll, you know.
Right. And that, see, Crusader Ascenti was very much like that. And it was, figuring out what to do next was oftentimes very not intuitive and obscure. Mm-hmm. So that led to me looking at like an FAQ for the first time, like very heavily in several years. Mm-hmm. And once you do that a whole bunch, once you've done that a whole bunch for a game, I feel like it becomes easier and easier just to kind of look at it for most of the game. Yeah. The more you do it and look at a FAQ,
the more you rely on it for that one game.
The more you start to rely on it. And almost every time you have to do that, when you get to a point where you are basically just saying like, okay, so what do I do to do this? Yeah. What do I do now? And you look at the FAQ, it's like, okay, I need to go here.
Yeah.
Once you're doing that for every area and you see how many areas you got left, and at that point, the game like ceases to be truly that fun.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, all right, so I'm just gonna do all this stuff. This is how much longer I have until the end. I'm just gonna stick it out to the end, finish it, and have that be it. But it's so easy to, you know, if a game requires you to do that, the more you do it, the more likely you're going to be looking at that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and you've like cheated yourself out of the experience to some extent, but you've also like, there was a reason that you did that to begin with, you know? So
yeah, exactly. You know, there's times where you like specifically don't want to look, you know, like you said, oh, I've been stuck on this part for a long time, but I like the game too much to look. And
right.
And I think in the case of Crusader Ascenti, I was not, I just wasn't loving it in the first place.
Yeah. It makes such a good first impression though, doesn't it?
It really, well, I mean, it's a great looking game. I mean, if Zelda was on the Genesis, that's like exactly how it would look.
Well, I mean, that was why I ended up buying the Japanese version, you know, because it's a lot cheaper, obviously. But like, as soon as I like booted it up for the first time, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Zelda on the Genesis, and it looks so good. Yeah,
and there's some really, really great music tracks in it too. But the translation isn't very good, although it kind of goes in an interesting direction.
You mean the story?
Yeah. In a way that I wasn't expecting. You know, it has a little bit of like little time travel going on, which I was not expecting. But what's really funny is
almost always like time travel.
Last week I played through Ys 5. I finished it, and that has like a similar, I guess, overall idea of going into the past and I guess maybe changing the future a little bit. So it's
two
curious
16
how similar they were.
Two 16-bit action RPGs, or I don't know if Crusader Ascenti's really an RPG, but two that you played back to back that you didn't love as much as you'd hoped.
No. But that's okay. I mean, I think it's okay. I played Ys 5 and Crusader Ascenti both on the Mister, which was maybe the first time that I've like played through a game that is multiple hours long on the Mister, and that's it. I almost played through Mega Man on the Mister, too.
Oh.
Mega Man Legends.
Interesting.
But I decided not to at the last minute. You got 42 lives.
Yeah.
Can you get to 100 lives before the end?
I don't
Yeah, you know, the blue shirt, it was not intentional.
No,
Yeah.
it was not.
I should state
I feel
that
a little embarrassed.
I've also worn this shirt all weekend. I first put it on Friday.
Well,
I mean, I didn't wear I did a bunch of yard work.
Yeah.
yesterday.
I hope you
I did not wear it
it
to do yard work.
Well, wasn't this week when you were going to do your non-simulation power washing?
Yes, I have not done it yet.
Oh, slack.
I mowed and I did a bunch of other stuff yesterday. And the thing is that it's been beautiful here. It's been low 80s, like every day.
The past couple days have been much better. Yeah, here too.
Yeah. So I just took that opportunity to do as much as I could, but I was going to do the power washing. I've not.
I mean, I thought you were hyped for it. I was hyped to hear you talk about it. So I better hear about it next week.
About the power washing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
the
see.
non-simulation power washing.
Am I playing Eartheon on Steam Deck? So I bought it on Steam Deck, but have been playing it on a flash card on a Genesis.
It has like
I bought it like when I was playing on a flash card on a Genesis. Like, I'm going to buy the Steam version because people can take this and extract their own copy. So I need to. I want to support Yuzo Koshiro in every way possible. And like I bought it on Steam. I have the Switch physical pre-ordered and will also buy the Genesis version. Just because it deserves that. And the effort that he put into the game deserves it.
It has a like a password system, right? Where you can like keep your stuff from run to run, right?
Yeah.
Like your purchased upgrades.
Yeah. And for if you do like a second loop or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you should stream it next week.
Maybe I will. I anticipate that I will have finished it by then, but that's okay.
Maybe
let's see.
Maybe
Let's
do
see.
like a do a Genesis what was Joe called the series? New games for old systems.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you could do to fit that theme?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bet you could.
But yes, we both are wearing blue shirts.
Unintentional.
Unintentionally. Mine says I've been saying it says Rheingeist Brewery on it.
Mine does not.
Yeah, it's like that orange adds a little bit. I guarantee I've been wearing this shirt since Friday. I bet he's not been wearing that shirt since Friday.
No, it has only been worn today.
Okay. If I don't spill anything on it, then I can wear it the next day.
Oh, wow. How long do you think you can keep it up? You think we'll see it next week?
No. I mean, after several days of it, then I will. I will wash it because I want it to be washed. Oh, I'm definitely not a tank top wearer.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know if you got hurt once you get kicked out of the minigame.
I've never been much of a tank top wearer.
No.
I maybe worn one once and felt weird about it the whole time. Maybe feel uncomfortable.
Have I ever? I don't know if I've ever. I may have never worn one. I cannot. Like if I ever did, it must have been when I was like, like 5 or something. Like I can remember doing no such thing in my life.
Yeah.
My life in
So let me ask the chat this. I told Try about this last week, and he's gonna hear me comment. He's gonna comment on it, mention it. So I've said many times, like I don't watch modern anime. but recommended to me by friends. My son and I have been watching this thing on Netflix, this show called Free Ren. Is anybody in the chat familiar with this?
You told me about, but I already forget what it was called. What did you say it's called?
It's called Free Ren.
How do you spell it?
It's like Frieren.
Okay. Doesn't tell you much about it.
No, it's just the name of the main character. But it is, if nobody's familiar with it and you like JRPGs, you should absolutely 100% watch it.
Okay.
It's kind of about what happens when, like what happens after like the party of heroes has defeated the great evil that's been plaguing the land.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Dark Lord or something like that.
Yeah.
And when, you know, like this party, like there's like one dwarf, Free Ren is an elf, and the other two are human. And it's just kind of like they get old and they die. And she just continues on, right? But it's like, you know, she
so like that's the party.
Yeah.
I mean,
and she forged this connection with the people in this party on this, because their journey took 10 years. Yeah. So they spent 10 years traveling across the world, saving various towns, and building strength to defeat the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
Or the Demon Lord or something, whatever his name was. The Demon King, yes.
I mean, do you think aspects of that, you think that resonated with you? Because like aspects, there's like kind of aspects of those themes in Lunar.
For sure. And it's like, it's immediately like kind of sad, because you see the series starts where they had just defeated the Dark Lord or the Demon King and are returning back to like the capital city, and like there's a big like parade, and like, you know, there people are making statues of them and everything that are like up in their town squares. And then it like they like watch some comet shower or something like that, and they said this only happens every 50 years, and it cuts like 50 years later, and they're like the one young swordsman guy that was like the leader of the party, he's just like a little old man. And it's like, it's totally sad. Like if you've played JRPGs, then it's sad, you know. And you know, you think about that with like Lunar 2, you know, like, because that's what happens to Null essentially.
Yeah. Right.
Like he continues on, and everybody is human, and they get old and they die, and he just continues on. It's like, you know, 1,000 years later, he's still like a teenager essentially. Yeah, well, and so it's really, really good.
Well, I mean, Null definitely matured a lot.
Oh, for sure. But like, I mean, that's what happens with them too. Like,
I mean, I don't really like.
Well, she does too. I mean, she lives like thousands of years.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't like Null that much in Lunar 1. Null is much better in Lunar 2, I think.
Right.
But that's also,
that's,
I mean,
kind of the point, though. Like,
that's also partially working designs. I mean,
yeah,
you know, working designs may have made Null more obnoxious in Lunar 1 than he was intended to be. I have no idea.
Yeah. But, you know, it definitely has a sense of sadness, but then she goes on another journey with like a new group. And like a lot of times she'll like revisit places that she went with that party. And, you know, she'll like reflect on like the lessons that she had learned. And what's kind of interesting is that she's like super, super powerful. She's a mage, and it's like basically has, is just like, is thousands of years old already. And she's just like reads grimoires for fun. Because she like knows everything else. And it's real interesting because they first like face off against this one creature that she and the party like fought like years before during the first journey. but they had like sealed them and like turned them to stone.
Sealing. It's always got to be sealing it away, huh?
Yeah, but no, this is just like one creature that they fought, right?
Right.
And at the time, it had this like really powerful magic spell that could like break through their barriers and everything, the magic barriers, and that's why they could only seal it away. Anyways, they go and fight this thing, unseal it, and like immediately like block all of its attacks. And it's like, you know, in the amount of time that has passed since you've been sealed away, like the greatest mages in the world figured out what you did and figured out like the perfect way to counter it. And just like and so they unseal it and just and kill it like immediately. It's really good. It's really good and for someone, if you're like into JRPGs, like it's so good for that. It just like plays so many like homages to that kind of game, and especially the fact where like this journey that she's on now is like so Dragon. Like they go to different towns, they have a problem, they solve it,
right,
and then they move on to the next one.
Very Dragon Quest. Where do you watch it?
It's on Netflix.
Okay. Is it only on Netflix? I
think so. I don't know. It might be like one of theirs. I think it's very possible that it might be one of theirs. My son is back there playing Grow a Garden. Yeah, so somebody is helping him make his garden look good. If you weren't here for the beginning of the chat, we talked about Grow a Garden on Roblox, and apparently it had 30 million people playing it. More people were playing this one game on Roblox. We don't need it.
Y'all, who plays Grow a Garden in the chat?
No, okay, we don't need to do this right now. Go back. I have a feeling that nobody plays it. They're not one of the 30 million people playing it. It's like two countries. But there's more people playing this one game than were on the entirety of Steam.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah. Although, you know, Monty, if you want to talk about something, you can talk about how you learned how to ride a bike yesterday. You got it. We have been putting it off all summer because it's too hot. And then I knew we just needed one more try. And it happened.
And how many times has he done it since?
Oh, this was just yesterday, so...
Oh, he didn't even do it again today?
No, well, we didn't have any time to do it. He went to the pool this morning. Or this afternoon, so... Yeah, that's all. That's the playback. That's like the delay on that. All right, go back to your game.
That's what the...
Yeah. Yes, that's what they're singing. You can see it in real time right here.
Anybody play Grow Garden?
No, nobody is. Nobody said they're playing it. I told him that I would give it a try if he learned how to ride a bike yesterday, and that's what it took.
Oh, okay. So have you given it a try?
Not yet, no. Yeah.
Play Grow a Garden.
Exactly. Play this endless game.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
Actually pretty addicting.
Yes.
Somebody like showed their grandpa how to play it.
And now that's all they do.
Yeah, that's all like their grandpa does. He's like loves it.
Yeah.
Why are you a monkey with a really long tail?
He's a Hoobastank.
I'm a Marsupilami.
I mean, the Hoobastank adventure. Yeah. All right, go ahead and go to your garden. Okay. Go take care of your garden.
Stock. And like the better the seed, the less time it comes with stock. So all people have like auto clickers and just like spam seed like while they're asleep so they get it when they wake up.
Okay.
But I don't do that.
You don't cheat. You tried to cheat, but you decided you don't want it.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to start over. It wasn't really cheating. It was just having an alt account.
That's cheating.
Uh-uh.
Okay. All right. Go on. Go on, get. He already asked me if I would stream it next week, and I'm not going to stream. I told him no.
Yeah. Do you have your own Roblox account?
I have to make one, yeah.
Ugh.
I have not yet.
You can't just play his account?
No, they both my kids want to play it with me.
Oh, okay. Watch it come Sunday next week, and you're just like, I literally cannot imagine wanting to stream anything else right now but grow a garden. Like listen, guys. Like, listen.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'd like to see how it compares to like vampires. I have a feeling that Vampire Survivors is probably better.
Mm. I wanted to play Vampire Survivors when I was at Southeast Game Exchange, but I didn't think about the consequences of not putting my virtual game cards on the Switch 2 when on hotel Wi-Fi.
So, have you finished all of your Switch 2 games now?
I have Rune Factory. I haven't. You know,
Oh, that's right.
other than
That's right. You should play that now.
well, remember that the Backloggery stream tomorrow is starting Trails of Cold Steel. For better or worse. That's going to consume finally gain them 2023 pledges done. It'll just be Ease 8 after. I'll be done with 2023 pledges after Ease 8 whenever I play that. But see, I really want to do Clair Obscure and Death Stranding too, but I'm going to focus on Trails of Cold Steel, and like when I beat that, could Metroid Prime 4 be out? You know, so I'll beat Metroid Prime 4 before then I get into either Clair Obscure or Death Stranding 2. And I really want to play Echoes of Wisdom, but like, who knows if that's going to make it this year? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I've knocked two things off of my previous years, or this year's and previous year's pledge list. Both Mega Man Legends and Crusader Senti were on it. Crusader Senti was from this year.
Mega Man Legends was from.
But what I was thinking, this would be like kind of a fun way to start it and also get some pointers from you. What I was thinking, maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe I'll play Majora's Mask.
Ooh.
And I think that it would be fun, like having you kind of explaining it to me, since you know it
on
so
the stream
well.
next week. You're saying?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean, I've never really played it, and I think that this would be a good way to like.
Have you like ever even booted it up?
Start it, and B, like also like you can kind of explain some stuff to me that might not be
apparent.
Might take some figuring out, you know?
Right. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun thing to do.
So have you never like even just like
apparently Marsupilami? What's that?
Have you never even like booted it up?
Oh no, I've played like the intro bit.
Mm-hmm. But you've never like,
and I
never got
like pretty overwhelmed when I tried it.
You never like turned back into regular Link. You were the Deku Scrub.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure the only place I played it is on Virtual Console.
Okay.
But I'll play the real copy next week.
Let's do it. Anyway, I'm sorry, you were saying?
I was just saying that apparently Marsupilami has a gorilla sidekick. Thanks to Buddy Boy 600 Alt, the Marsupilami master of YouTube.
His name is Maurice.
There's also Maurice. There's also $5 from Mega X6. Thank you. with no message.
But thank you.
Which is per usual, I think.
Common, but not always for Mega X6. I mean,
Yeah.
appreciating when you can't think of anything to say.
But that would just leave me with Resident Evil 4. If I finish Majora's Mask, that leaves me with Resident Evil 4, which I plan on playing in October.
Good call.
Lost Odyssey.
Ooh. Oh, you're
And The Last Guardian.
You're gonna love. I mean, you're way into those sad stories about people living thousands of years. I mean,
yeah.
Lost Odyssey is gonna be
really thought about that.
right up your alley.
Yeah. How long would you say The Last Guardian is?
Not especially long. Like,
Would you say it's shorter than? It seems like it would be shorter than Shadow of the Colossus.
I guess it depends on how you
Because-
approach Shadow of the Colossus.
Because it feels more like Eco than it does.
Yeah, it's definitely longer
the
than
Colossus.
Eco, though. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would guess 15 hours, give or take. I don't know. Like, it's definitely under 20.
Yeah. Okay. 20 hours for one playthrough. I mean, that seems long for that kind of game, but
I mean,
it's hard.
I don't know.
hard
I
to
don't know.
really
I mean, I played it
say.
once. I thought it was a lot better than most people seem to think it was.
Yeah.
Like the thing you got to I think the key to enjoying the game is like accepting
It's to
like
think of it like
this
its
is
own. It has a mind of its own.
it has a mind of its own. Like I think a lot of people were like, oh, I can't get to do what I want it to do. This is like bad controls, bad game design. I think it was my opinion is that was entirely intentional. Like you are, it is simulating the experience of like befriending and bonding and learning to work with this, strange, wild creature, and I think it does that very successfully.
See, some people are saying they're not familiar with Marsupilami, and I don't think you're alone. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, it's a popular European comic originally. And there was some kind of TV cartoon back when I was a kid, because I remember seeing commercials for it, but I never watched it.
you got 56 lives now.
I'm
curious to see if it's going to max out at 99 or if it's going to go into the triple digits.
I've been skipping these like alternate path levels because I think when I looked up to see if this was a game that I could feasibly beat in one stream, one of the notes on how long to beat said something about like all three of like the main worlds. There might be like some DLC worlds or something. I don't know, but like it sounded like the main game at least is 3 worlds. So
Yeah. I mean, J Clock in the chat is asking how it stacks up to DKC, like in that, and also how about Kaze?
Kaze is way better. I mean, Kaze I think is excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I enjoy the mechanics of this better than like Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. But like, the level design and, aesthetics are nothing special. I mean, I will never deny that Tropical Freeze is like a aesthetically perfect game. But I just, the controls drive me up a wall. The controls in this are much better. But Kaze and Ukulele and the Impossible Layer are like definitely way above this. I mean, this is just a small little fun game, probably meant mostly for people who are familiar with the source material,
Yeah.
But it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it other than that glitch where my square button stopped working.
Stop doing.
It just wouldn't do. I pushed my square button, but it wouldn't do. Yeah, Kaze, like I cannot recommend Kaze and the Wild Masks enough. It is excellent. You beat that.
It's a hidden gem.
Yeah, absolutely. You beat that,
There
right?
ever was one. No, I haven't.
Oh. Like as you play like further into it, you'll like see that the Donkey Kong Country inspiration goes like even further than you realize, like because you get these transformations that are, you'll play levels that are like very, very similar to the Bramble levels where you're like the flying around as you're like transformed into the parrot.
Yeah.
Obviously,
What did you think about what did you think about the DKC levels in Bonanza?
I mean, they were fun references, obviously, but I feel like the game's graphics weren't really like its engine and assets weren't really tuned to like conveying the look of those games. I feel like I would say like something like Tropical Freeze looks a lot better than its take on those levels. I was a little disappointed actually that the music wasn't more heavily remixed. Like it was somewhat, I mean, the instrumentation was redone, but it was similar enough to the Super Nintendo versions that it didn't really sound fresh in any kind of way. But they were definitely fun references. But they didn't feel like Donkey Kong Country. I'll tell you what though, that first one though, that was, like the Jungle Hijinks equivalent level.
Yeah.
I did that like 4 times and could not find the first banana for the life of me.
Well, because did you go back to it ever?
Not later on. Do you need like a different bonanza?
Yeah, and if you do, you go back to it, you'll realize it's like at the like above the starting, and it's like inside DK's house.
Oh, so you need the last bonanza then.
Yeah, like the snake, you need it to jump up there.
Okay. I was trying to not spoil it. That's why I said
like
last bonanza, but anyway.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like when I beat the game, I'm like, okay, that was a fun ending, but like I don't feel like immediately like seeing what completion would look like.
Mm-hmm. And so you didn't do the...
Well, a few hours later, I went and saw like what was involved. If I wanted to like try like going for completion. And like if it was just like collecting like the bananas and fossils, I might have been like, okay, maybe I'll keep playing this, but I did the first like it seems like there's some like extremely long battle challenges with each of the bonanzas. And like the first one seemed like honestly like not fun at all.
Yeah, well the other ones, they play into the strengths of each one.
Did you do
Some of them are good, but I feel like that first one is definitely the easiest. I thought that the ostrich one was the hardest.
Oh, so did you do them all?
Yeah, well, you need a certain amount of bananas to be able to access them all. Also,
right. I had like 600 something.
Okay,
you know how many
I think you need 600. Really? So you had? You had 600 some? I guess that's.
I mean, I had no idea until
need
it said
600.
like, okay, you need like 300 bananas to go into the gorillas challenge.
Okay. Because I mean, I had to get all the bananas like in the first several worlds before I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I beat the game, but I mean, I had no idea what I had, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But then, oops, I had no idea what I had. But then, yeah, I apparently had over 600 bananas.
Yeah.
So what did you have when you got to that point?
By the time I finally tried it, because I just went back and started collecting them, collecting bananas, just to see how long that would take. And I did it for the first several worlds, and I think that I had almost enough to do them all, because you need 600 to do like the final challenge.
Oh, okay. So I've already got enough banana. So you did all the challenges,
yeah, you already have
and then
enough.
I
If
assume
you have
there's
600, then you should be good.
Okay, so like I don't need to actually collect more bananas. I just need to do the challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, well then in that case,
all it does is it
there's like gotta be an extra ending with Pauline, I guess.
it opens. No, it actually has no extra ending.
What? You're kidding?
It has another set of credits, I guess, but all it does is open up like one more last challenge level that requires you to use all of them, and I guess it's like real long. And I was gonna do it, but then I saw that it doesn't give you anything. It just like gives you an image.
So
like
like,
a still image.
I mean, I'm not gonna
set of credits, and that's it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but like like Pauline is like, hey, like I've got this thing and I'm looking for inspiration to do this thing. And so you're saying like there's like no real
Like
satisfying
there's
actual
not,
like follow up on that? Like no scene or anything?
From what I understand, it's just a still image.
Oh, well then I'm done. I'm done. I don't need.
Yeah, I mean, because I was gonna do it, and then once I realized, when I saw how difficult like the last level was, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it. Let me see what it actually gives you.
Yeah, like.
And then I read that it just gives you like a still image, and then that's it.
Oh,
and another set of credits.
Yeah.
Maybe it shows it during the ending credits, but
or maybe there's a song or something, a new song or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, because well, I mean, like that first challenge, it just seemed like there was so many. Like it seemed like there was a lot of bananas to get through that challenge, like 10 or so maybe.
Yeah, but there's
it's
actually like half of that, because every other one is like side.
Oh, okay.
Where you can go.
Okay. But yeah, like it just, I don't know. Like I guess maybe the layer ones don't necessarily have to be combat focused, but I kind of feel like combat's the game's weakest point. Like I don't know. It's it can be very awkward to like throw the rocks and stuff, and like I couldn't even figure out on like the second banana in that first challenge. Like I couldn't figure out how. Like maybe I'm just like I was like missing some like core mechanic or something, but I couldn't figure out how to destroy the bombs that were in the lava like without touching the lava. Like I couldn't figure out how to trigger them to blow up. Because you had to like use that to defeat those like worm enemies. I couldn't figure it out. I'm just like,
isn't it weird that like I did it and I don't remember it at all?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly didn't try
like
that hard.
Game stuff these days.
I didn't try that hard because like the first section in that wasn't very fun, and I saw how many bananas there were, and like that whole aspect of that, you know, end game content just didn't make a good first impression on me. So I'm just like, but I honestly like kind of expected there to be like a decent like bonus ending or something. But if there's not, then I'm not doing it because it just didn't seem very fun. I mean, I think collecting the rest of the bananas would have been fun, but like those new post game challenges to me personally, did not seem fun.
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts on the food world, the fast food world?
Oh, I mean, that was incredible. I mean, I liked that world a lot, and I almost wish more of the game was like that. Well, for one, I thought it was because it seemed so much larger than the other worlds, like that first section, like a lot larger than the other worlds. And I was like, oh, I kind of wish like the other worlds had been more expansive like this rather than like being multi-layer. But then it's still multi-layer, although the other layers are pretty short. It's just that first one that's really large. Mm-hmm. I thought the food world was, maybe the peak of the game, though. I thought it was really good.
For sure.
You know what
just how big you make that burger.
Yeah,
like how
disgusting.
tall
and then
it is.
You punch, did you go through the middle of the burger and I mean, it's technically made out of bananas, but it's got all these gnarly, meaty bits. It's so disgusting looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they did incredible with the textures and stuff in there. It's so convincing. Just the way that light glistens off the meat. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, but amazing.
Makes you never want to eat fast food again.
But
there was a couple of donations I'd like to read here in a second. Or when you finish.
Oops.
But I'll just go ahead and do it. There was $5 from Richie Torres MMA. Thank you. Saying horn top hop slaps. Horn top hop.
That sounds like that's gotta be the title of a track from some Donkey Kong Country game, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Horn top hop.
Which one
slaps.
might be. I feel like if that was the name of one of the Super Nintendo trilogies levels, I would recognize it. So that's probably from one of the Retro Studios games, if I had my guess. That definitely sounds like a DKC level name.
Yeah. And also there was $5 from EB Chill saying $5 with no comment.
Literally say $5.
$5 with no comment.
Oh, that, sir, is a lie.
Well, I wonder if I could. Maybe The Last Guardian will be my project for this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Last Guardian will be my project of something to play. I'm just looking at my my pledge lists and what I have over the years. I mean, I should probably finish Lufia 2 because I've been playing that for a while and I'm probably halfway through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should.
Yes, it is
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last main world was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah, but you kind of see what I meant when I was saying the game just kind of keeps on going.
Oh yeah. Well, and
it's surprisingly long.
It doesn't have a lot of like development moments, so there's really no cues for like, okay, how far in am I? You know, like you,
right.
Like there's no like, ooh, this feels like a second to last
right
world sort of theme, right? Like it, you know, who would have guessed that after the groove layer, you're going to the feast layer, like, and that the feast layer would be second to last. Like the groove layer was the only one that felt like it had like a narrative beat to it, right?
Right, because that's like you lose Pauline.
But yeah, like that felt like it could have been a second to last layer, but it also felt like there could have been one or two or three, who knows how many after that. Yeah, so there's there's really no like narrative rhyme or reason for like how long the game is, you know? So yeah, it's just it's impossible to gauge. Is,
and you find yourselves just spending time in a world, and it's just whenever you feel like moving on to the next.
You kind of can, yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
There's $9.99 from Jersey 117. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, just want to say, love the stream. Just watched the first episode of Free Ride, courtesy of your recommendation. Thanks. Well, what'd you think about it? Do you like it?
Did you
Did you cry? It's surprisingly sad, like right out of the gate. And I like, you don't have a Netflix subscription right now, I think, right?
No, I haven't had one for a while. I mean, I only subscribe to it when there's like something I specifically want to watch. I want to watch Squid Game season 2 at some point.
I have no desire like to watch.
Oh yeah, like after the first one, you're just like, that's the kind of depressing. You like some depressing, but not that depressing.
Okay. Hang on one second. I'll be right back.
Okay. But I'm wondering if Jersey 117 was like watching that anime episode alongside listening to us, because that sounds very, very complicated. I couldn't handle that. I kind of like these like kind of mini game levels that are just like on the world map. Like they definitely have a cool look to them. Some of them seem basically the same though. Like I've kind of already done one that looks like this. Oops, okay. There we go.
Oh,
Did you grow a garden over there?
Grow a garden in the chat. Sugar apple is in stock.
Okay. You know, I don't know, but nobody's playing it here. We all got better things. Okay.
You'll have to ask John if his son is.
I already
obsessed.
did. He said no.
Huh, okay.
But he's heard of it. Guitar is going slowly, but you know, my fingers are finally starting to get a bit calloused. Little by little.
It's funny to think that that's like an active goal. Like I'm trying to get my fingers calloused.
Well, it doesn't hurt all the time. You know, it's funny because it does hurt.
Like,
it can hurt.
Do you find it hard to like type or play games like afterward?
No, it's just your fingertips become like.
Yeah, but like it seems to me that should hurt a little bit. Like if you've done that to your fingers and then you're trying to play a game or type or something.
Yeah, well, it's only my. It's just like my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger.
Ah.
It's not really my thumbs. So
shows you how much I know about what fingers are used to play. I never really thought about it.
But yeah, I mean, it's going slowly. But I ended up paying for a year of this iPad app called Simply Guitar, and I like the fact that it can hear you and tell if you're doing it right.
Simply Guitar.
Yeah.
That makes me think of. Do you all have around there? There's I think it's made by like a North Carolina bottling company, so I don't know if you would have it or not. There's like a brand that's like, or no, I think I'm thinking of something else. No, I think this might be more widespread. Like, have you ever seen like Simply Lemonade in the grocery store?
Simply Lemonade.
Simply Lemonade.
I can't say that. Well, maybe it sounds, kind of familiar.
I was thinking of something. There's another kind. It's like more I think it's a little more regional. I mean, maybe they're both regional. I don't know. But there's one that I know is more like, I think it's like a North Carolina bottling company called Nature's Twist. Nature's Twist lemonade. That's pretty good.
Nature's Twist.
Like Simply Lemonade is a little more real lemonade, I would say. Like Nature's Twist tastes fake, but it still tastes good.
Yeah. Now, Calsos are from attempting to slowly but surely learn guitar. But if you're looking for yard work related injuries, I did some work like on the sidewalk last I think it was like Monday or Tuesday, and I was like brooming it, and I did not use any gloves. I got like a big blister here. Can't really see it, but I should have been using gloves, but
It was not a cool decision.
wore down and and popped, and now I kind of have a scab there now. Nothing. I hurt myself when I was brooming the sidewalk off. Injured my thumb brooming the sidewalk. That's what happened.
That sounds like a podcast title.
Yes. Just brooming the sidewalk.
Injured my thumb brooming the sidewalk.
And now I had and gave myself a blister. Jersey 117's been a member for 38 months. And
Thank you.
Says, best North Carolina thing I can remember was Blue Bell ice cream.
Is that a North Carolina thing? Oops.
You're not thinking of, what is it, blue, what is it, like blue
Blue
cow
Bunny?
or something like that? Blue Bunny, that's it, not blue cow. Blue Bunny, yes.
I remember when I lived in Ohio, or no, maybe it was Delaware, or maybe it was both. I can't remember. The ice cream I really liked was it was like Gold Star, something like that, I think.
Gold Star.
I mean, it was just from the grocery store. But yeah, Blue Bell, if that's I'm familiar with the name, but if it's North Carolina or a Southern thing, I was not aware that it was only that. Interesting if so. I mean, the two things that I always have to get people not from the Carolinas to try are Bojangles and Cheerwine.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because they have Cheerwine here now.
Oh,
I
like
see that,
just at the regular
Dr.
grocery
Claus
store?
77 is talking about. Yeah, they actually have Cheerwine Zero.
Yeah.
Zero sugar Cheerwine.
Yeah.
And
It's
my
it's
kids
not
really
bad.
like it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think any of the zero sugar stuff tastes bad. I think it all tastes good.
It's
I
definitely different.
I like.
You're so used to it.
But I mean, it's more. It tastes like Coke Zero Sugar tastes more like Coke Classic than Diet Coke does.
Sure, but it still tastes different.
Diet Coke has its own taste, essentially.
It still tastes different. But yeah, the Zero Sugar Cheerwine is I would say one of the better zero sugars.
Yeah. We get usually a zero sugar root beer and Sprite.
I bought some
One
zero
thing we've
sugar.
really gotten into is the what is it, like the cranberry ginger ale? Like is it cherry splash?
Cranberry. I mean, I don't really like ginger ale, but
Yeah, it's ginger ale, but it's like a cherry splash. I thought it was like a holiday thing, but that was not the. I think there was a cranberry splash.
I would try that.
It's good.
But like ginger ale on its own, I don't like.
Ginger ale, it's funny because I like ginger ale, but it was I largely associate it with being sick. That was always like
I think you've said this
if you're
before.
sick, like that's what like. Yeah, I've probably mentioned it before. I don't know if that's like the case for everybody, but it was always like my mom would always get ginger ale when I didn't feel good.
Yeah,
Like
and
because it's supposed to like calm your stomach or whatever.
yeah, like ginger snaps,
Yeah.
saltine crackers.
Oh, saltine crackers. I mean, I just love saltine crackers.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't gotta be sick to eat you some saltines.
Yeah, I mean, I can. If I'm doing nothing, there's nothing is ever gonna stop me from just like being able to absolutely destroy the entire sleeve of saltine crackers. Like it's very tough not to eat the whole thing of saltine crackers. Like or the whole like a whole sleeve, right? Mm-hmm. It's like I specifically have to remind myself I can't eat because I could very easily just do the whole thing.
It doesn't seem like it would be hard, no.
No. It almost seems wrong not to eat the whole sleeve.
Perhaps so.
I've eaten the entire sleeve more than I've not eaten in my life, I would say.
This world seems shorter than the other worlds.
Ginger's supposed to help with a nauseous stomach. That would make sense.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure that we've talked about like eating it like on Chris and I's podcast. We've talked about eating sleeves of crackers. Like it's certainly come up.
I can definitely like very much visualize you bringing this up and like Chris just saying a very Chris way, like, oh yeah, like why
sure
would you think why would you think otherwise? Like this is a common shared human experience. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just could just very much visualize. Just go, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, or like oyster crackers are good too.
Oh, oyster crackers. Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the stuff.
Yeah, that's like a staple for here, especially since they give you a package of oyster crackers every time you go to Skyline.
Mm. I mean, I would say. I mean, I haven't been like, you know, like super stomach sick or nauseous in a pretty long time, but like last time I was like I remember you getting that spot scratched to your satisfaction, Sandy? Okay. Doing a real long scratch on the couch before laying down there. I keep feeling like I'm supposed to jump off this, but I'm not. Not that soon anyway. Anyway, last time I was sick, what I liked to drink was like, I can't remember what the brand was. It might have even been something you like bought at the pharmacy. I can't remember, but it was just like a super bland, like electrolytic drink.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, like I couldn't stop thinking about the whole thing you told us about Rondo.
Oh, did you watch
last week's stream? So yeah, I watched it.
You watched the movie? It was good, right?
Well, I mean, it's like it's not a great movie, but it's a great concept. I would say, like
yeah. It's very tough to I guess when it comes down to it, like I don't know how like Mike Judge's humor like lands with you. I mean, like Office Space. Do you like Office Space?
I've never watched it. I mean, I've seen.
I'm not sure how, and I assume that you're you're not like a Beavis and Butthead fan.
No, but I mean, I've seen some King of the Hill, and I remember liking it, but I don't. I don't know enough about it really to say I'm like a fan, but I remember thinking it seemed pretty good. However long ago it was I saw any of it. But like, I mean, yeah, I didn't think it was like, the situations were funny, but like the movie itself, I didn't think was like, super tightly directed or anything like that. But like, it's fun. They did fun things with it. It's a good concept. It's a good concept, and I'm glad I watched it. But I'm not gonna go hunt down the UHD or anything like that.
Right.
I was a little surprised you didn't have it on your...
I think the thing that's the least realistic thing about that movie is the fact that it says that it'd take 500 years to get to that point.
But
I mean, it seems like it certainly seems to be happening a lot quicker than 500 years.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny. It was.
Yeah. You should watch Office Space, because I'd be really curious to see what you would think of that, because it's a very funny movie, but it's very much of its era, I guess. 1999.
Yeah, to be honest,
at a computer company that are like checking software for the Y2K bug. I mean, it's one of those movies that I feel like I can watch it over and over and over again, much like Big Lebowski, and I always find something funny in it.
Do you have that on your Fandango?
I do, yes.
Well, maybe I'll check it out. I always get that confused with The Office, which I'm sure is an extremely different thing.
Yeah, as Bitrose says, Office Space is way more of an actual movie than Idiocracy, and that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
it's just not like vignettes of silly stuff. It's like has an actual plot. He like gets hypnotized to the point where he like doesn't care about work at all anymore, and the less he cares about work, the better he like does there.
Yeah.
Which is very funny. Like he starts getting like promotions and all this stuff for like just doing nothing.
By the way, did I get our audio balance good again?
Yeah.
I mean, did people say it was good? People still saying it's good?
Yeah, people have said that it's good. Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I have no idea what could have happened.
Yeah. You know, I was not super excited about that Naked Gun remake, but apparently it's really, really funny and good.
Really? Like, oh
yeah, like seriously, like
the two trailers I saw were terrible.
Right, but I guess like everyone that saw it says it's really, really good. It's been getting like great reviews, and just the fact that it's just like it's really funny. Apparently,
like the trailers.
I kind of want to go see it now.
The trailers seem awful.
Yeah, it was not doing very much for me, but
this is shocking to me. I thought there was like no chance of that being good by almost anyone's standards.
Yeah, but apparently it's really, really good. Another thing I want to recommend, and I think it's on. Well, I guess it's on HBO. It might be streaming on other places. I had no idea that this thing. And I saw it mentioned a while back because, like we watched several episodes of the of Police Squad when you were here.
Yeah.
And you had never seen it before, but you were like,
yeah, I'd
totally
only seen the movies.
Yeah. Well, I found it like another show that's like that, that is the same kind of humor
Mm-hmm.
and is pretty funny, called Angie Tribeca.
Never heard
And
of
there's
it.
like 3 seasons of it.
Oh.
And it's very just like rapid fire jokes that are like, you know, kind of play everything straight. It plays it straight throughout.
Right.
And like the characters are just kind of like oblivious to what's actually happening, or anything that they're saying or doing doesn't seem weird, I guess. But you should check it out. If there's, I think it's only on streaming on HBO Max, but I don't know if it was on TV or what.
Like, when
It's
is
called
it
Angie Tribeca.
from?
It's new.
Oh, it's new.
Yeah.
What's like?
It's like the last like several
What's like
years,
the
yeah.
premise?
She works at a it's a sitcom. It was on TBS. Detective Angie Tribeca is a 10-year veteran of the Los Angeles Police Department's elite RHCU really heinous crimes unit.
Oh. I think this might be
It's
the
assigned a
final
new
boss.
partner, fellow detective Jason J. Giles. The format of each episode involves a different criminal case for the LAPD to solve. The show features nonstop one-liners, jokes, visual humor, and irony.
So it like
Okay, so
I mean,
it started in 2014.
okay.
So it's pretty new.
I mean, it sounds like
Yeah,
it's, sounds like it's very much intentionally positioned as like a spiritual successor. Then, like
Oh,
if it's
for
like
sure.
about like
For
you
sure.
know cops and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's very similar.
Interesting.
In the 4th season, I guess there's 4 seasons. It came out in the 4th season came out in 2018.
Can it be viewed on any services I have connected to your accounts?
I think it's only on HBO
Yeah.
Max, but I can look.
This one's a little tougher. I do think this is the last boss, though, if what I read about there being like 3 worlds is right, though.
It can be viewed on. It's on Hulu. It's like as well. No, it just says HBO Max on Hulu. I don't know.
How? Oh, I see.
Kaylee Gamer, if you're
Whoa.
if you liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you should like listen to the audiobook of it, and it adds like so much stuff, and is really well done. It has like different actors like playing characters and stuff, or reading each story.
Oh.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good audiobook. And that's a movie that I feel I've been coming back to quite a bit. I just really like it. Is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen it. I need to catch up on a lot of Tarantino movies, I think.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you think of it. If you ever.
I mean, I couldn't even tell you what the newest one I've seen is.
Of his? I mean, that's. But it's. I think it's a really good movie. You know, I don't. Have we talked about it on here? I'm not sure. Or it's
You
just
might have
another
talked about it before.
situation where he takes like a real world event
Oh yeah, you mentioned this before.
and changes it,
Right.
So that changes history, essentially.
But is it in as obvious of a way, like something that like your average person would know is like, wait, that definitely could not have happened?
Well, yes, it's
because I don't know what the situation could be.
right. I mean, yes. I mean, you.
Oh, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it. I mean, I don't know if you're even familiar with like the real world event that it's about.
Well, I mean, I know it has a lot to do with like Hollywood and stuff. So I mean,
yeah.
But don't say anything. Don't say anything.
In the '60s, which is it's kind of like this golden age, right?
I see.
The silver, whatever it's referred to as. But it's pretty good, and it ends really good. I think the most interesting thing about it is how they were able to recreate that era, and I wonder how much is like effects and how much stuff is legit, is practical, because just recreating that whole era and like thinking about like the different cars that they need to find and changing the whole everything in the scene has to look like the 60s, right?
Right. I mean, I
just think about how much that
it's got to take a lot of work to make period movies, right? Like it's got to be expensive to get that look. That's what I really like. This has just been something floating around my mind for the past several years. Is I think it would be really interesting if the next phase of like Bond movies was like a throwback, like being smart. Modern movies, but made to take place in the time period of the first ones.
Yeah, I think that would be so interesting.
I think that would be crazy good.
Yeah.
I have no idea if they would go for that, but I think that would be incredible.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool to just, do a series of like 5 movies set in that era.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Did you beat the game here?
I think I did. I mean, I didn't do any of the side levels and stuff, but I'll go mark that beat on my backloggery.
Is there credits? Yeah. More like Hoobadventure.
Marsupilami, Hoobadventure. Mark that beaten. All right. It's done.
Heck yeah.
I don't know.
So let's see what else you got on your what else you got?
Well,
on your
either
PS5?
that or I was gonna say like, anyone want to play Mario Kart? Last 30 minutes? I don't know.
You could do that.
You want to play? Anyone want to play Mario Kart? I mean, we got a full room fast the first time we did it.
Okay.
I see one. I see Bitrose raising their hand for Mario Kart. Anyone else? Anyone would play with us? Do it. Or Monado? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to see like Xbox Series X in the crest. Charles Martini. For a second, I was like, Charles Martinet? What?
What we should do sometime is do like a Fibbage stream.
Oh, for sure.
Or just a Jackbox stream.
Oh, 100%. I mean, what system do you have those on?
I am on PlayStation.
Okay. Do you have like a party pack or like just Fibbage? Or I don't know.
No, I have several. I have like Drawful.
Okay. Yeah.
fibbage, and like I think I have like one of them that has like several.
Yeah, it's been a long time since. I mean, that used to be a pretty regular rotation on Backloggery streams. Was like have some extra time at the end of a stream and you play some Jackbox games. But we haven't done it in a long time. Although there was a new one that came out. The drum seems to really like, but I wasn't that into it. It's like Survey something. And I didn't like it's kind of like Family Feud where you have to guess like what the most popular answers are, but it's like hundreds of them. And you get like points based on like how high or low, like so in some cases you're like trying to guess like what is a less popular survey answer, right?
Is it? I mean, it sounds like that's something that would be better with just like a ton of people, right? Or is it?
Maybe, but the problem I had with it was like, for example, one was like, something that you could crush in your hand, for instance. Well, it doesn't actually matter if the answer is good. It's just like, which one did people say? So if someone said like rocks, like you couldn't crush that in your hand easily. But like, I don't know, maybe it just popped in a lot of people's heads and it's relatively high when, I don't know, maybe people didn't think of, soda can or something. Like, I think that actually was pretty high. But I remember the one I picked was walnuts because like, my uncle, like I was always so impressed. I don't know if he could still do it, but my uncle like would like crack walnuts in his hands. I still think that's incredible.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember like was walnuts above or below rocks? Like obviously walnuts would be easier than rocks, but it just like depends on if people thought of walnuts. Maybe they didn't think of walnuts and they thought of rocks and it's just higher on the list. It's the more popular answer, even though it doesn't make sense. And I felt like there was like a lot of flaws like that in the lists. Where like you're really thinking of like, okay, what are people thinking of? Not what is actually the better or worse answer to this survey. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, but it also didn't really have the humor of the other Jackbox games, in my opinion.
It doesn't have what's the announcer's name?
Oh, doesn't it change from game to game?
No, who is it in Fibbage?
Is it like Schmitty something or something like that?
No, it's like it's not Smitty. Like I'm gonna have to look this up because I think it's like a really funny name. Oh, Cookie Masterson.
Oh, that's right.
That's Cookie. Remember Cookie? Yeah, Cookie Masterson. It's me, Cookie. People are like, oh, Cookie. Remember Cookie? That's OG, baby.
Oh, you want to play the Switch Online playtest program? No.
Oh,
sorry. I'm not incurring the wrath of the ninjas. Can we see Sandy? Sure, we can.
Because all it is
sure we can.
It's like it's a new version of Hoobadventure, right?
Oh, there is Sandy.
Player of Hoobadventure.
There is Sandy. It's way too hot for Sandy to be sitting on my lap right now, though. I should probably turn the air.
Oh, Cookie was around in the You Don't Know Jack.
I am going to turn.
So there's that new patch for this. I'm not going to play. I haven't played it. This was lasted about as long with me as every other Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me check what I've put into it. 45 hours.
Dang.
Along with Donkey Kong was 25.
Oh, see, that's crazy because I had like 35 hours in Donkey Kong.
Oh, I see. Well,
Zane, go to me. I'm pretty sure. Well, find me here.
Zane of Zane's dad's fame was inviting me at some point to play Super Bunny Man.
And you can play it online.
I didn't know that, but I don't have the Switch version of Super Bunny Man. I technically don't own it at all because I'm on Drum and Lynn's Steam family, and Drum owns it. So
I see.
Sorry, Zane, I don't have it.
Go to me on your list.
Oh, I'll turn the. Oh wait, no, I have to be on Game Chat to use the camera, so forget it. I forgot. Okay, let's do. Oh wait, hang on a second. It's been a while since let's see, friends. Okay, create a room. Okay, we're going to create a room, folks. I have been
maybe Cookie Masterson will jump in too.
Maybe. Wario on the Junkyard Hog has been it's been my main thing. Although there's several characters in the weight class. Cow is a good alt. But basically, I determined that like I don't really care about handling. Like handling was wasted stats for me. So I got that pretty low. So the lobster roller is also really good. I really like it, but the extra handling on the Junkyard Hog is nice.
The lobster roller.
Yep. Okay, let's see what. I mean, obviously, people who are on my friends list can join already. But let's view the room info. Can you copy and paste? Can people copy 921320 so that it can be dropped back in the chat if people want to join? That's it. I'll just leave that there for a moment and see if people hop on in. This game seems to be a lot quieter than Marsupilami was. I'll try to turn the volume up. Soundtrack in this game is too good.
Marsupilami.
All right, let's see here. Okay, we've got about a half full room. Anyone else coming? Come on. Time Lord is here.
Yeah, Cloudo is in there.
Yeah. There's that room code again. Maybe we'll go ahead and start a race. But if additional people want to come on in, let's see. Intermission will be 10 seconds. And yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I guess that new patch made it so that lap races are more likely to get picked, which people had a raise the big stinker.
Right?
I don't care at all. Like I really like the between areas races personally. I need to get, let's see, what are the ones? I need to get Conquidor, Swoop, and one more. I can't remember.
Joshua Eichert's been a member for 29 months.
Nice. Thank you.
And he's just saying, let's race.
Yeah, let's do it. I hope you're here in the group. If not, people have got the room code copied and ready to paste. Is this mirror? I guess one thing about the new patch, this is also the first time I've booted the game since the patch. Like, apparently the computer was nerfed to some extent, which, I've already gotten 3 stars on like all of the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
150. I was actually working on mirror mode when I was in my hotel room at Southeast Game Exchange. And I think I got most of the 3 stars there. But what I'm really curious about is Knockout Tour, because like getting 3 stars in Knockout Tour like seems almost impossible to me. Like I know, because you have to get first place on every segment. There's 7 segments. Like some Knockout Tours are like very short towards the first segment, and some are really long, and like they're really variable in segment length. And like getting to first place in the first segment seems like a big ask. When honestly, like just winning the Knockout Tours can still be pretty tough, I think. I really, especially once I got like, I figured out like what kind of character and kart like weight class combo I like the best. Like the 150 and mirror mode 3 stars became pretty easy, but Knockout is really hard, I think. So I for one would not mind nerfed knockouts if I want to get those 3 stars. I'm not doing very well right now, though. All right, give me something good here.
Yeah.
Oh, that is terrible. Come on. Come on. All right. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
I guess with like Metroid is like the next big one, right? Like, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the update to
Kirby.
To Kirby, like I'll definitely play the new content right away.
Yeah.
I would actually love to like 100% the game again, to be honest, but I don't think I'm going to do that right away anyway.
Yeah,
But I'm definitely going to play the new content right away for sure. I have no idea how long to expect it to be. Has anyone played oh man, if you haven't played Kirby in the Forgotten Land, you're in for a treat. I mean, I think that is my favorite game released this decade thus far. I love it.
I think since I know that there's been no patch or whatever, when that when I get that new version, I will probably take my original version and trade it in at like Arcade Legacy or something. Especially since it has both versions on the cartridge.
Right. Well, watch.
There's like really almost no reason to keep that original one.
Yeah, because it's exactly the same. Watch the new version get a patch like immediately.
Yeah, but even still, like, yeah. I mean, is that a situation where you can get an upgrade for it? Is it going to be like a $10 upgrade?
I think it's a 20. Well, that one's $20 because of all the new content.
I see. But yeah, so I'll probably just take that.
That's
and
why
put
it's,
that on
that's
my,
why it's
my
$80.
Pile.
But like I want to get the Zelda physical copies eventually.
Yeah.
But that's going to be like my first double dip of a Switch 2 edition because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get me wrong, I really freaking love the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but you know,
You don't need to pay
Kirby
full price
has
for 'em.
new content that I'll want to play right away, so I may as well just bite the bullet and buy the updated physical copy now because I know I'm going to want it because I just love the game too much.
Madonna She is asking if you've been studying Japanese still.
It's been
She's
a
got
long
a
time.
Switch game to get. I just started a Switch game in Japanese to practice.
Oh.
You know, we were just sent a Steam game that is meant to teach you Japanese.
Oh, you mean it's like a learning tool?
Well, it's an RPG that slowly replaces text.
Oh.
Like as you learn it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Give me that code. I want it. Unless you redeemed it.
I wanted
dang
it. But I think the game is not expensive.
How much? Yeah, how much? What's it called?
It's called Wagotabi.
Okay. I want this game right now.
On the 13th. It says Wagotabi is an educational RPG teaching Japanese from the ground up. Immerse yourself in the language through interactive dialogue, quest solving, and puzzles while exploring Japan and its rich culture.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah. I learned Japanese but don't know where to start. Tried so many learning methods, but none kept you motivated, struggling to apply what you're learning in real life. Wagotabi is a fun and immersive RPG adventure set in real Japan. Accessible to beginners, it focuses on reaching the most practical words and grammatical concepts first. In concrete situations, asking for directions, ordering a bento, expressing your likes and much more. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji are introduced progressively as you expand your vocabulary. Wagotabi is the game that we wish we had when we first started learning Japanese. This game is recommended for people who want to learn Japanese but don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Have been struggling with conventional learning material, want to prepare for a trip to Japan, are interested in Japanese culture and cannot go to Japan but want to apply their Japanese real life situation.
Yeah, well, I mean that's exactly me because like, you know, hiragana, katakana, you know, you can have a good enough grasp on that in a week, right?
Right.
But like the problem then is like, well, I want to learn words, but I can't do anything with those words unless I know some grammar. But if I don't know grammar, like how, like if I'm trying to learn grammar, how do I apply the grammar without vocab? Like it just, grammar and vocab, like that's very much my problem is I felt I've needed some guidance to go like, I was studying kanji with this like, you know, it's called Wanikani, this like really good, like, what's it called? It's like spaced repetition, I think is the term. It's a great system, but like once you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, I've learned all this vocab, but how do I apply it? And I've learned to recognize a lot of the kanji, but then I just I felt like I wasn't learning anything applicable without knowing more grammar after a certain point. So yeah, I haven't really done anything with it for a few years, but like I desperately want to get back to it. But that game sounds like a fantastic idea. Like that sounds like something I would be way into. But I saw Dementium say that it's not on Steam right now.
It comes out on the 13th.
Okay. And how much is it?
I think it's $10.
Oh well, I want this very much. This sounds amazing. Do you have any idea how long it is? Like, I mean, how do you even make measure the length of a game that's like teaching you a language like that? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you're not going to have like the craziest, most robust understanding of it at that point, but. Yeah,
there's also mobile versions of it too. It's like it's available on Google Play and Apple App Store.
I wonder wonder how the controls are. Like I do not play games on my phone, but also I got rid of my Windows 10. I mean, I have no idea. Like, I mean, I guess a good chance it could maybe run well on Linux, but through Proton or whatever. But I got rid of like since I don't play Steam games a lot, as I always say, like my gaming PC is the worst computer in my house. Because I'm mostly only playing very simple games for
right.
If someone asked us to stream the game on Steam or whatever, stream.
Yeah.
It's generally the context of when I play a Steam game, because it's not my go-to. I'm going to buy a game on a console when I can. So it's usually nothing complicated or modern, so it's not a great computer. But anyway, like I wanted to get rid of Windows 10 on that computer because it wasn't. I mean, there's ways around it, but I mean, it wasn't technically eligible for Windows 11. So I installed Mint Linux on it last week. For Linux Mint. And so yeah, any Steam games I play on that computer will need to be Linux compatible, or at least through Proton, I guess.
Right.
I don't know how it works.
I mean, that should all work with Steam, though, right? Like, it's just as long as it uses like the Proton or whatever.
Right, but like I don't know, some things don't work on Proton. I think I don't know. I haven't even installed Steam. Like it's not a big priority right now. Main reason was we were doing stream directorship. Whew, that was bad. Whew, 22nd. Yikes. Yikes. Anyway, we were playing a variety of arcade games on the Backlogger stream. I guess it was 2 weeks ago. And, a bunch of them weren't going to be on Mister, so.
Right.
And I was like, well, you know what? Drum has all of his games set up at his house, and, he does Linux now, and it'd just be easier. It just felt like the right time because I was planning to do it before. I mean, I think they extended the
Windows 10. No, it's
10
October
deadline.
I don't even understand like what they're trying to achieve there. It's like it's so obnoxious because
no one knows anything about what Microsoft is doing anymore. I mean, who knows? If anyone wants to join the room again, I'm sure some people maybe have it copy pasted.
Gotta go. Just roll it to your left. That's that one that's behind you. But you just roll it to the left, and it will
join. I'm guessing people
it
are
should
probably
work.
already in. Let's do a knockout. I want to do knockout. Let's do knockout. Ready?
Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is with this Windows stuff. I'm just so sick of saying like, support is ending on this day.
You have
see what you can do about it, and it's like, okay, I have 2 old computers that I use. Like one I use, the one that my son is on is it's my old computer that has Windows 10 on it, and I use it as my work computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like a old one upstairs that both the kids use. And I wish that they would just give an option if you're going to be forced to upgrade to 11, like make it so that you can do it with old systems.
Yeah,
and you're gonna have to remove the.
I mean, technically you can make installers that will work around it, but I don't know.
I feel like they should just support that, right? Like,
yeah, I don't.
No matter what, they
I don't know,
like,
and I don't know if that's. I also don't know if that's possible.
The idea that they're just like expecting everyone to like throw away their computers.
Like, yeah, but here's so some options for how you can recycle your computer. It's like, come on.
Yeah, like I want to recycle it by using it.
Yeah.
Let me recycle it and so I can use it.
Just
the idea that like,
it makes me think of what
or or get rid of it. You know, it's just like it's creating so much waste.
Yeah, it makes me think of that one interview I did with Steve Nutter a long time ago that I like screwed up on and forgot to hit record on the audio recording.
Right.
But I he said, the greenest thing you can do with the CRT is to keep it in service.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, you know what? Make a version that doesn't have like the same security requirements.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people are saying that
let people use it.
People are saying like, there's going to be like exploits like day one. Like you do not want a Windows 10 computer on your network when that happens. Like I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a lot about, those kinds of exploits and loopholes and whatnot. So like, I don't know. So I'm just like, well, I don't want it. I want, I'm just going to put Linux on that computer.
And I just feel like they should just continue to support it because, I mean, especially now, like how many people just have money sitting around the drop on like putting together a new piece? Well,
I mean, they've been warning us for a long time, but yeah, like not everyone, so many people have, and rightly so, a mentality of, well, I don't buy a new TV. I don't buy a new computer. I don't buy a new anything until like the old one breaks, Yeah. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
But Microsoft makes money by breaking it for you, I guess. I don't know. No one likes Microsoft anymore. Like, what are they even doing?
It's easy to see why.
Well, of course. I don't like Microsoft anymore either. Like they're just like, John or I don't think I think he read it from somewhere else, but he showed me what some guy said of like Xbox was literally the only division of Microsoft making anything people were excited about. And they still are like they're making products like people like actually want, and not products that they're like, well, I have no choice.
Right.
Like I hate this, but I have to use it. The projects I do, the way I work, the software I have to use, like I have no choice.
Yeah.
We're no longer choosing Windows because, it's a good experience.
Right.
I mean, arguably, maybe we never were, but it's even more so now, right?
Yeah, it's just so obnoxious now. And the whole like end of life for Windows 10 I feel is one of the most obnoxious things.
Yeah.
That they're just like shoving down everybody's throats. And it's just, I see, like Cheesemeister says, I replaced my 10-year-old self-built PC with new parts in January due to the impending 10 end of life. And I built my computer that I'm on right now, I built that last August. But that one that my son is on back there, that one is like from 2018. It has a first generation Threadripper on it that does not have the security requirements required for Windows 11. And the thing is, it's like it's perfectly capable of running everything. It just does not have that. Mm-hmm. And it's a good PC. It has it's a beefy, powerful PC, even for 2018.
Oh no!
It's got a RTX.
No! After I was in first place for so long.
Ti in it.
I got ranked out.
It's obnoxious to me that like that does not meet the requirement.
All right, well, we're stuck watching. Looks like Time Lord is in first.
The insane part is if you put the Windows drive in another system update, Windows 11 there, it works fine on some older chips like a Core i5 6300U, for example. That's they should just let people do it. You know, it's like, okay, so you don't have these security features, and just, you know, just it's obnoxious, and I'm hoping that they will change their mind, because I think that it's just going to be a really unpopular.
Well, I thought I heard that the deadline was extended beyond October, but maybe I'm wrong. But
No, I mean, I'm getting things on that old computer saying, like, just like pop-up saying this is coming.
ooh, Time Lord got blue shelled. I think he's got a decent lead though. Oh no, there I can see the people behind him. You better be sweating
Not
it,
to
Time
mention,
Lord.
like, old PCs are great for kids to.
Yeah, it's great.
like,
It's
learn
great
on.
for kids to learn stuff on. Now
Yeah.
they're going to have to learn stuff on Linux, and then where do you think Windows is going to be when kids start learning on Linux? Hmm? I mean, you know, that's kind of the, I believe, like the primary intended purpose of like Raspberry Pi is to be like a learning and teaching tool for technology, right? And you know, fundamentally, it runs on Linux stuff, where you know you can install like Linux, you know, visual OSs, you know, GUI OSs,
Yeah.
on it, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, it's
I mean, it's true.
it's possible if they keep shooting themselves in the foot, then you know they could reach a point where a lot of computer teaching is done on Linux, you know, and then if people are growing up with Linux, then they're not going to have any desire to switch to Windows.
Yep. You know, Stefan in the chat saying, in these days, a 15-year-old PC is still plenty for most things. Yeah, I mean, the computer upstairs that the kids use, I built that one in 2011, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it plays what they want to play on it. You know,
Yeah,
it's got my old GTX 1080 Ti in it.
Well, I mean, you know, we know from like video game systems there are these fixed platforms, right? That, you know, the hardware stays good. It's all the game on these consoles is going to play the same way, you know, today as it did many, many, many years ago, unless there's just, you know, some fluke of hardware decay in that particular unit, right? But that's uncommon, right? So it's the operating system and like the bloat of the bloat of the OS and the bloat of the software. Like the computer itself is still good. It's all the things surrounding it that slow it down, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Now they're forcing it because Copilot doesn't run as good on 10. That's probably why.
I don't know.
Like, so sick of seeing that Copilot logo. Just use it offline. But I mean,
Time Lord's going to win this one.
they still want to do stuff, right? I mean, my kid's playing Roblox on it. A game that does not take a beefy system at all. You could play it on like a cheap laptop, and it would be fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about how many games are still designed for low-powered hardware these days, like phones, right? Like,
Yeah.
phone, you know, games that are, you know, some of the, just like the Japanese learning RPG you were talking about. It's, I guess there's a Google Play Store version of it, right? So, like that could run on. I'm sure that game can run like with headroom to spare on your old 2011 computer. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want into there? Or should we do one more knockout?
Do one more.
One more knockout. I want to do another knockout because I was ranked out basically mid-race. I got to give it another go.
Okay.
Got to give it another go. I don't really care which one we do. I wish there was a random. I don't think there's a random option for.
It just feels like every
knockout.
tech-related thing is just like just been going down the drain.
Yeah.
In so many ways. You know, it's like that old, like, you know, technology isn't fun anymore, like that old video. And it's not old. I've referred to it before. Man, you're like really falling.
Yeah, you fall from way up high from those swamp ruins or whatever they're called. Yeah, Jonathan Henson says you can use Rufus. The main reason I've used Rufus was to is this the same one we just did? I think it's the same one we just did.
Okay, well maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do for both of the systems and just like make a
and Rufus is also great because I mean the main reason I used it is it lets you skip this. You can select an option in creation of the like installation media that lets you just bypass the requirement for a Windows 11 online or a Microsoft account. Like normally you have to, like if you just use vanilla Microsoft installer, you cannot skip the step that requires you to, use a Microsoft account. And basically it makes your desktop is like within OneDrive. Like you can't.
Well, you can change that. Like, I mean, I've made it so I use a Microsoft
but
account.
like it's still like really.
You can make it so that it doesn't need that.
There's a lot of annoyances though, I think.
Yeah.
That come with
But if I can, like, that would actually make sense, if I had to do like a Windows 11 on those other two systems.
Right, so
I just wipe them completely and just start from scratch.
It basically lets you it lets you finish installation with a local account, and you never have to have any of the services tied to your Microsoft account like the one I use for Xbox.
Right.
Which
well, look at
I don't know, it just seems like the way to do things.
I mean, with the stuff that Rufus does, is that going to prevent you from having future updates?
No. It lets you skip, some of the installation steps, but no, like Microsoft is fully capable of updating. Like, it's not like you're playing like a, an outdated branch of Windows or something that can't be updated. Like it's totally normal Windows 11. There's no downside. It's a little confusing. I had to attempt a few times. I'm sure you could talk to Jonathan Henson or Henry Clark.
Yeah.
And they would be able to tell you like exactly how to use it.
Okay. I see Q46 saying it's all garbage now. The only point is that Microsoft desperately wants to sell you more.
Yeah.
That's like literally everything. It's just like, can we...
I mean, the problem
you need to buy more services. It drives me crazy. Like on iOS, like any app that you get, it's like all subscription based.
Yeah.
Like every single thing is a subscription.
I mean, the thing is, like,
pay $20 to have it.
Like technology got so good that it can do almost everything like we could reasonably want it to do. And like, so it's like, we have to like make up reasons for people to like buy anything new because they're already like completely satisfied and productive with technology as it is,
Yeah. And how can they break it so that they have something to improve on?
Look, the Switch was released in 2017 based on like ancient technology as it was, and it still lasted 8 years, It still has games coming out for it. Like yes, if we want better experience.
They certainly suffer. They suffer for it. But yes.
Yeah, I mean, but the point is, like, there are games, like, take something like Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Like, that game is always going to be good. Like that game does nothing that...
Right.
That game does nothing that requires better hardware, right? Like, we could be making fun games on that level of hardware forever if we really wanted to. The only reason Switch like really started to suffer was because games were designed for higher end hardware, and they had to make it look really nasty to. Oh no, please.
You know what?
Please,
You know what sucks
please,
about a lot of this though? Like all the stuff that's happening, like in tech and everything. Was like,
that was close.
The thing that sucks the most is that I don't think it's ever going to get better. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, well,
the rest of our life.
Probably like the ray of hope is things like
total economic collapse.
No.
That's the only way to like get them. Like you got to go back to start it off.
I mean, I think the ray of hope is that there's not that I actually know a lot about these products, but like I know there's things like I can't even remember. I think one of them's called like Nothing Phone or something. Like there's technologies people are making like that are actively intended to escape this stuff, right? Like to simplify your life and what you have access to, and like cut out the clutter, cut out the intrusion, cut out the AI, right? Like people desire these products, and I think there's going to be companies that are making stuff that's viable to work on. As soon as DaVinci Resolve or like some can I think eventually someone is going to be making a really good alternative to Adobe Premiere.
Well, I mean,
whether that's
Resolve
DaVinci or
is already that, yes. And they have positioned themselves to be that.
Right, but that runs well on Linux. Like, I know that I don't fully... I was actually asking questions in the Discord about this not long ago, but like, I don't fully know if this has happened yet, but like, last I heard, the Linux version of DaVinci Resolve wasn't really that good and was really only designed for like a specific distribution. Oh, not to freak you out, Cloud, but you're kind of in the lead. You better hang on to that.
Once they see the there's people that want that, they will probably prioritize that more.
Right. Almost had you, Cloud. Almost had you. But anyway, yeah, like I don't know if DaVinci on Linux is like improved to the point where like you can use it on whatever distro you want. But I heard it was a little annoying on Linux. But like I think the day I feel like in the next 5 years, like video editing and image editing on Linux, whether that's Adobe actually making Linux versions or some really good alternative coming around. I mean, this is just me pulling it out of my butt, but like, I think chances are really high. I'm not going to make it, but at least I got to just before the last segment. I can be satisfied with that. Anyway, yeah, like I'm basing this on nothing other than just like anti-Microsoft sentiment out there, right?
Yeah.
But like I feel
video
like
editing stuff is like if you're doing stuff for TV and stuff like that, but if you're like, it'll be interesting to see how that changes. But most of the next generation are learning on free, like cheaper tools that are just like on their phone, stuff like CapCut that like allows them to do to like learn the basics of editing. Like maybe that's why I talked about it before, maybe not on here, but like a couple of years ago, a friend of mine that I'd worked with said, oh, if his friend was like looking, like worked in like, it was like an engineer or something, and said, really had a good time editing like his home movies and stuff. He's like, he was thinking about leaving his job and trying a job like in video editing. And I was like, tell him not to do that. But like as an engineer, it might be viable for him to leave his job and like learn like the technical aspects, You know what I mean? Like the behind the scenes stuff, like the technical aspects, because most of the kids are not figuring that stuff out. They just know, like, put the clip in, mark an in and out, and put a transition here to the beat of the music, and not like, nothing about resolutions or anything.
Yeah.
Or like video signals in general.
Or like the computer basis for how you feed this stuff into a software program and keep it stable in the editing process.
Exactly.
The video standards, how they're decoded in real time, stuff like that. Like that is something. That's what we need. We need more people that know how to make software that does that.
Yeah, and understand how it works, not just, I can make this look flashy, when it mostly does a lot of it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or how do I download this edit template and it just already has a song in there, it analyzes the beat of the music, and it will take these clips that you have here and it will automatically edit them to the beat of the music in whatever scale that you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it before, and I will always say it, that I can't imagine getting into this kind of stuff now.
Yeah. Well, it's so...
it's so competitive, with every kid having access to tools to make everything look good, just without even understanding why it looks good.
I mean, you and I went to school to learn videography and video editing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it blows my mind that was an unusual skill. That was an unusual pursuit.
Right.
That wasn't something most people thought oh, I'm going to learn how to do that. It just wasn't
right.
It wasn't one of your, standard...
I mean, even when we were learning in school, for me at least, it almost didn't feel I can't believe I'm going to school for this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not at the time.
This thing that I think is so fun.
It was
and enjoy doing. I can't believe I'm going to school and learning this.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not one of your standard college majors or areas of focus or anything like that, right? It's, not every college had a robust program for that stuff,
Right.
And I don't know what it's like now. They probably still don't. Maybe it's worse. But my point is, now video is just such a standard part of what almost anyone needs to know. You could be called upon to hey, could you create a photo for our social media? Could you create a short video for our social media? Could you, every company has to have a social media team, and they maybe they're not great at video, but they know at least what the modern accepted standards are, right? We're going to be grumpy old men and say vertical video and stuff oh, you're doing it wrong. Oh, this, that. Right. But we learned how what was considered right in the old days. Right.
Yeah.
But it's so different now. Everyone has access to these tools, and the standards of what's considered correct and proper is changed. It's just changed so much, and
it's been really interesting, watching what's been happening with my wife, because she's a graphic designer, but for years and years she worked pretty much exclusively doing photo retouching.
Mm-hmm.
She worked for Condé Nast and everything, doing a bunch of stuff for them. Was there for years, ran their digital arc. And then she worked at an advertising agency. And after they let everybody go, a lot of these businesses started giving retouching work to people who didn't know anything about it. And all they were doing is just using AI to do it. And then it comes back and it looks horrible. So now she's picked up tons and tons of constantly recurring freelance work, because they had to get rid of all these people who are only using AI and they don't actually know what they're doing or how to make it look good. So now she's kind of going back. She's back in demand because she actually knows how to do it. like for real, because there's so many people that just are throwing it into AI and being like, oh, this is fine, just like makes everything look airbrushed and weird.
That's probably what like Microsoft and a lot of these other companies want, is they want people. What my feed cut out
to accept like crappiness.
Well, they want people to
an extent, probably
maybe, but they also don't want. They want people to, like forget how to do it right, or forget how to do it themselves, and like become reliant on AI, and so that there's less.
Then with that comes with like the perpetuation of like the bad looking stuff, and then people are just like, oh, this is just like what it is.
How it is. Yeah,
it's fine. Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, and like they don't want people to become technical. Like they want to like have like the monopoly on people who understand computers and people who understand how to do stuff. Like they want those people to work for them, but like not to be the users of their products. They don't want people to be thinking too deeply. It's the same thing with Xbox, right? They don't want people to be thinking like, well, how is this game really being delivered to me? Is it actually being natively processed on my computer? Does it have like an actual Xbox One or Xbox Series X CPU inside? Like, is it or is it being streamed to me, or is it being like, they don't want you to think about that. Everything's an Xbox. This is an Xbox. And I'm like, wait a second, this Xbox ROG Ally. If your solution for getting me to play my Xbox 360 games that I can already play on my Xbox One, my Xbox Series X, if your solution to getting me those Xbox 360 games is cloud streaming, then this device is not an Xbox. Like, it's not an Xbox. Right. If it's cloud streaming these games to me, it's not an Xbox.
The PlayStation Portal.
It's not an Xbox. Yeah, it's an Xbox PlayStation Portal. Like, it's not an Xbox. I'm sorry, but they don't want you to think about that. Like, they are trying to condition us to not question, like, how does this run? How does this work? Will this work better here versus there? Will this give me a better result, whether it's for gaming or for creative work or for programming or any other kind of work? Like, they don't want you to question it. They just want to be like, it's all good. Copilot makes it all good. It's all good. And they just don't want you to question it. That's, they want to foster people not thinking about
Xbox is like literally everything. Unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
What are the medallions? I never got a medallion.
You never got a single one? You must have not. I mean, I don't know. They unlock stamps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have.
But supposedly there's something, like, I don't know what it is, or at least the game teases it. They try to make you think like, oh, if you wonder what would happen if you collect all of them. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Anyway, we should probably hang it up.
Yeah. We got off on there. It's nice, and the thing that sucks about it, and I said this earlier, is like, I don't think it's ever going to get better.
Well, but that's why I don't
think it's gonna, like, it could course correct to the level that it needs to like be good.
No, I mean maybe in broader usage, but I think, like, for people like us, I think there will. I think in the next 5 years, it's extremely likely that people are going to have felt motivated enough to make enough, like, really robust alternatives to Windows software, and I think Linux is going to become extremely viable. Well, again, not based on anything other than sentiment that people just are really done with Microsoft, really done with AI. I think we're going to see some really viable. Linux is going to become increasingly more viable for gaming, increasingly more viable for creative work and stuff like that. That is my hope. I think people will have the motivation to make that happen. And then, once you have that, you have, if we can get to that point, then we've got a valid exit from the ecosystems,
Yeah. And just hopefully everybody is secure enough in whatever their jobs are that they can afford to
abandon
support
that,
those people,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Monetarily, like by buying their product.
Exactly.
It's probably would be a like buy it one time payment,
or
and you
support
got
on
it.
Patreon or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that model has to be. I want to see that come to pass. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Look
It's
at these
sucks
Koopa
because it
Troopas
feels
flying with
so-
me. I've never seen that
Right now.
before. It's kind of awesome,
What?
right? Oh, they went off.
Oh, like the flying.
Yeah,
Koopas.
the flying shellless Koopa Troopas.
Oh, that was $2 from Nima Moshiri. Thank you. Right there under the like right under the wire.
Just before closing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great week. Thanks to everybody who donated, and thanks for tuning in for Marsupilami and Mario Kart World and KW.
Yep.
And hopefully everyone has a good week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah,
With probably
when
some Majora's Mask.
Yeah. I'm excited about this idea. Is this the furthest in advance we've planned to stream?
maybe. I mean, it's funny because I wasn't thinking about it until like we were like in the stream.
Yeah.
Like when I mentioned it was like literally when I thought.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's do it.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.